the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present The Great Pendragon Campaign by Greg Stafford, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
Very good. Well, let's just jump into it since we got a lot to cover today. So.
Right. Wow. How did my generous go up? I don't get it.
It's
right.
just something that happens.
It just happens
Jen,
sometimes.
go ahead and give me a roll for yearly events, please.
7.
That would be friend.
Friend.
Not every time.
Just like you think of Frankenstein. Yeah, it's good.
All right, D6 roll.
4.
Okay, that's companion.
Another. It's Hospital Joe and
D6
Yeah.
roll, please.
Hospital Joe. 2.
A named servant.
Yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
So you two can have a coiffure.
Yeah.
Or a priest. A personal
kidding.
confessor.
There you go. Personal confessor.
All right.
Badass. Oh my god,
yeah.
that's the job I want. Don't you already have that one? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. People don't. I don't know.
They just don't realize it.
They don't realize they're telling me. No,
Yeah, it's
it's
not
your
formal.
job, Jen. That's what you get. Yeah. Okay. So I'll call him Larry. Larry the Confessor. Yep.
Larry the Confessor. All right.
Works.
Yeah, that does work.
After a fashion.
Stop it.
Let's see.
These erasers are working awesome, Jen. Thank you again. It's pure chance.
All right, D20 roll for Leander, please. Pure chance.
Check the reviews first.
8. 8.
They have not been yelped.
An 8 is relations, of course.
Ooh.
Couldn't have a Leander annual event without relations.
Yeah, it's true. I
So,
guess.
you are married at this point?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Oh, no,
because
she
Lady Brenda
died?
died in childbirth
That's right.
with the child.
Oh, God, yeah.
I didn't remarry.
And then you forgot to show up.
I forgot to show up for my
last
wedding
week.
to Lady
Oh,
Anne.
yeah,
Oh my
right.
god.
Yeah.
What?
She fumbled his courtesy roll.
Yeah, I forgot to show up. Like Earl Robert was ready and everything for me to marry Lady Anne, and
He forgot to show
I
up.
forgot.
Butts were in pews.
Yeah, nobody.
Checking the sundial.
Do you like the best man to step up?
Yeah,
That's a good
exactly.
question.
Oh, damn.
That is a good question.
All right, so you're not married.
No.
Very good. So, in that case, roll your lustful.
I failed. I have a very low lustful.
I know, it's ironic. Okay, well,
You're
wooing
complicated.
then. So
Who
you
am I
are already courting.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
So go to D.
Oh, right.
D? What?
All right, so
Oh,
roll a
D.
D6, please.
Sorry.
She wants the deed.
Okay, 6. Stop it. 6.
All right.
Oh, I missed this.
All right, roll a D6, please, after you've rolled that 6.
5.
All right, so give 5 Libras in gifts as a way to make up for forgetting about your proposed wedding.
All right, fine.
Returning the wedding gifts that couldn't
Exactly.
already be returned.
Yeah, you got to pay for all those toasters.
Yeah, here you go. All right, did she like that? Or
All right,
no?
so
Not that I
the
care.
deed is successful. Go to proposal. Okay, so roll your honor.
Make it.
Okay. Roll your romance.
What is his venery? 14. I fail.
And do you have an amour for her?
Yeah, well, I have a love of her. 'cause
Oh,
I made
love of her. All right, roll that.
Fail.
So 1 out of 3? Okay. Your love of her goes up by 1,
No!
but you may not marry her this year.
Well,
It's better if you marry her next year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
there's plenty of time.
Cutting off
There's
the
plenty
time.
of time.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's plenty of
Exactly.
time.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah. Time enough at last.
Yes.
All right. Very good. So,
All right.
Renae, D20.
13.
Hey, I was hoping we'd get one more saga event before this campaign
Oh,
ended.
yay.
Indeed.
All right, another D20 roll, please.
Oh, yeah, this campaign's never
5.
Right.
Yeah.
Live forever.
Ooh, you've had a premonition.
Oh, wow.
A warning.
You will die in battle.
Oh man.
No. A warning. Watch the wife.
What?
Ooh.
Watch the wife.
Are you married?
No.
No, Tenebrae died. The one.
That's right.
Yeah,
And you've got an
one.
amour for the
Didn't
Glorel?
say.
For
Didn't say
Glorel?
his wife, it says
Glorel,
the
who is
wife.
also married.
Yeah.
watch
She's
the
married.
wife.
The wife.
Glorel
Wife.
married.
Oh, is that the wife I'm watching?
He's already watching her.
Hey-oh.
I think there's only one wife, isn't there?
Yeah.
You know, capitalized.
Yeah.
The church.
Gwynnifer.
Oh.
yeah.
Heyo.
So you guys are talking this over.
Yeah. So, what do you think? Premonition?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard very much stuff about any of that. Or, like, anything that would impugn Lancelot. Because I trust him. He's my,
I don't.
he's my
I
clansman.
have no idea what you're talking about, sir.
Fever dream.
Try
I
another
guess.
card. Yeah. Or the solar flare.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah, it's,
nose hit.
yeah, Mercury's in the third
Something.
house or something, right?
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
That sounds like I believe it.
All right, so Jen, your personal priest will be a chaplain.
Chaplain.
A personal chaplain is a combination of personal priest and clerk. He's usually one of the first. He's usually one of the first entourage members hired.
Okay.
His religious advice is handy in a pious age, and also keeps the Lord clear of conflict with church officials.
Perfect.
Primarily, however, he reads and writes.
Awesome. That's great.
Okay.
So
He can
he
read things for
has.
But does he arithmetic?
Oh.
Does he even lift?
Oh.
Bro.
He has a priest skill of 17.
Whoa.
Wow.
I think he does lift.
He does lift.
does.
They're very heavy books.
Yes. All right.
All right,
I'm
and
really feeling important.
let's see here. Let's see. Who is this then? Is this? This
back-
isn't Caligaris.
We're back to Hebes.
Hebes. All right, good.
Let me write that down.
So D20 roll for Hebes.
Hebes.
11. That's a relation.
That is relations. So D6. Hebes is not married.
Hebes is unmarried as far as I know.
Okay, so no D6. Sorry. Hebes is unmarried. Roll lustful.
Rolling lustful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like Leander. I don't have a very good lustful.
What is it?
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
No,
Ew.
it's safe.
Jesus Christ.
You're a little rusty.
I'm really missing. I'm missing the dice
Hole-in-one. Mini golf would have been perfect.
Okay, so 19 I fail.
Don't mention the war. I want
Okay.
mini golf bad. Dude, seriously. Don't they have mini golf in
mini golf?
Albuquerque? No?
We have to get there. Yes. I've
Yeah,
been to
we'll
it,
go do
but
that.
There was a mini golf place here in town in the early 90s, and it was dire.
There was Quickies on
Yeah.
Cerritos, and it was pitiful.
That's
There was
probably
a
the
thing in
same
the mall.
one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, in the Santa Fe Place Mall, there used to
Really?
be a little mini golf thing.
Really?
I went there-
It used to be.
Used to be, yeah. I went there once, and then they were closing down the next week.
Yeah.
Did you get like a free?
Yes, I did.
It was like,
Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Come back tomorrow, because that next day, we're not here anymore.
Okay, so you're not already courting, so you can go to roll fealty,
Okay. I fail.
honor,
I make it.
and courtesy.
Oh, my God. Oh, no.
It's funny because I have like a little 0 written in next to courtesy, but I'm pretty sure that's not what it starts
No,
at.
that's
No.
I fail it anyway.
Okay, well,
the 0.
let me see. You're Kimrick.
Most discourteous man ever.
I am, Kimrick.
Okay, let me give you the default for that. Courtesy is a 5, actually.
Okay, well, I still failed.
Okay. Okay, 1 out of 3. So, and your lord is?
Robert.
Okay.
If he's still around.
He is. So Robert offers that you can marry a commoner.
You know, I'm good. I'll do something glorious
good.
this year, and
Yeah, it's his weird way of trying to motivate his knights. I mean, you could marry a commoner,
Yeah.
That's a punishment.
I'll like you better next year, Sarah. Promise.
Oh, my God. It's like you can marry a goat, but
Oh my
yeah.
if you want.
There you
Yeah, I
go,
don't know
but,
why
I
you'd
mean,
want to.
What kind of life would that be?
Sweet life.
Yeah, seriously, that poor guy.
Oh, God.
Being married to such an inglorious life.
It's tragic, truly.
You would get the goat's glory on marriage, though. So.
Oh man, that's actually semi-tempting.
If the goat has more glory than you, then
Well,
it might be worth your while.
I'm only sitting at about 3,000 glory right now, so the goat has a pretty good chance of beating me.
Yeah. Pretty well
That's
known.
one glorious goat.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right.
experience rolls.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Now we can't even hear the music.
All right.
I need a little bit more.
Allegro, please.
Allegro,
A little more Allegro this time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure that thing had a remote with it one time, but...
Don't look at me. What are you looking at me for?
Oh no, I was just looking to you for confirmation if you remembered.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it had a remote at one time.
Confess.
Confess, and your punishment will be the lighter.
Yeah, right.
Someone on the rack. Yeah, right.
Bullshit.
That happened all the time. We'll never hear about it.
I know. Totally.
All right. Yeah, exactly. All right, so aging rolls.
Oh,
I have to do one.
Son of a-
You do. Kind of that pay fashion.
shit. 5.
5.
2d6.
Oh.
9.
Oh.
3 and a 6.
A 9 would be one roll. A 5 is one roll.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Well, I
2.
just did that.
2.
A 1 roll?
Single dice.
All right,
Yeah.
3.
3 is a point of strength.
2.
Damn it.
Point of dex.
Oh, my dex is down to 5 now.
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
You're 5 points away on dex from dying.
My arthritis is really increasing, man.
Full body arthritis, man.
That's right, man. 54 years old,
rheumatoid.
untreated arthritis.
Rheumatoid.
I'm fucked.
It's a world of pain.
Yeah, I'm dying in the next, I don't know, 6 to 8 months. What do you guys think?
I think you
odds
should
in
have
my
another
favor?
drink because you're in incredible pain.
Cheers to that.
I'll drink to that.
If I could hold the cup.
I need your confessor to bring it to my lips.
Francis, lift my glass to my lips.
Oh, does the dog have
Tark.
Does the dog have water?
Oh no, she needs water. Oh well, she has some water in there, but it's...
God, swinging the sword must be agony.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it's
With a 5 of dex.
Which is kind of amazing since I'm such a good warrior.
How does that work? It doesn't work.
Oh.
You gotta go
Wait,
with
what?
it. Nothing.
Wait, what?
We're talking shit about your character behind your back. What else is new? What else is new?
Hello.
There. Okay, so
Alright then.
You're having
Right.
money? Oh. You're always welcome.
economics.
You know, we're just thinking about how you could be such a great warrior at a 5 dex.
5 dex.
Dude, well, because I'm just like basically taking all of my energy. Hey. Thank you.
I'm not going to spend this evening chasing you around the neighborhood.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love that though.
She would love that.
It would be the best game ever.
It would, honestly.
We just lure her with some of the deviled eggs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that would be short. Short.
Or we'd have like one of those boxes propped up on the stick.
Oh my god.
Yoink, we got her!
It's funny because it would totally work.
No, I'm picturing he's holding it and just like,
Swinging, moving his whole body.
like yeah. Like,
Yeah.
so his, his
So he's like Alec Guinness in the lightsaber duel in
Yep.
Star Wars.
all the time, yeah. Cheers to that.
All right, so economics. Everyone, go ahead and
That's pretty much what it was.
everyone go ahead and collect your income if you have any.
My fancy clothes are now old hat.
Ooh.
Yes, they are.
Uh-oh. Out of fashion.
That's fashion for you.
Sadly out of fashion. I'm a fool.
Wait, so what are we doing? Oh, man.
Collecting income.
Yeah, I need some based on the fact that
Yeah, you just had to
spent a bunch of crap.
pay that penalty.
Yeah, so now I've morphed from Alec Baldwin to Burt Reynolds. In terms of, like, how I look
Ooh.
and, like...
It's quite a descent.
Yeah, it is.
What a fall!
Oh,
My
I
goodness.
might have fallen.
Yes.
Yeah, just FYI.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. So yeah, horse survival.
Next time Comet sees you, it's like, ah! Oh, I mean, hey.
Oh God.
Of course.
And you are
Yeah.
Childbirth.
awesome.
Oh, my courser died.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh dear.
I just have 2 destriers, and I still have my war pony. I think she's probably dead at this point. So.
Well, it's a war pony, so.
No,
You
it's
could just
Violette specifically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She was awesome.
What else? She was cool. So what else are we doing? I'm sorry.
Childbirth? Got any?
No.
Joe? We've been trying.
Oh wait, what about that maid who I banged? Oh, she's dead. The whole mystery, the whole adventure.
That's your character in a nutshell.
Pendragon in a nutshell. What about that one character? Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's dead.
Yeah, died.
Here, I can roll to see if she would have conceived. Let's see.
Oh,
my God.
Why are you doing that?
Dark.
You do it.
That's a private thing.
It is.
We'll see. She would have had conception causes illness, no birth, and aging
I
role
have
for mother.
syphilis. I've
So-
essentially, I'm like
You're a
Henry VIII.
syphilitic Hulk.
I'm a syphilitic, yeah. I'm not kidding. All the women that I've banged have died in childbirth or they're ugly and I divorced them.
All right, well, what's
And
your...
that proves you have syphilis?
Yeah.
No, it just proves you're a man. It's the 500s.
I'm a privileged, cisgendered, white, Anglo-Saxon man.
No, you're not Anglo-Saxon.
Oh, French man.
Yes.
Yeah, that was not get carried away here.
Let's, hey, with the Anglo-Saxon now. That's what this whole campaign's been about, you
Have a little
know.
self-respect.
Oh. So yeah.
So,
I'm serious. All the women that they've died in childbirth or...
yeah.
Or, you've divorced them.
Well, that's
Something
yeah,
off
that's a
to your
notable.
memory.
Yeah, you framed them for
it is like-
adultery.
As I said, it's like Henry VIII.
That's
Yeah, I
pretty
did.
good. I like that. That's
Where did
good.
he
I
think he
like
got
it.
inspiration from?
Right.
Leander. Oh my god, are you okay?
The tale of Sir Leander.
Hi, babies.
All right.
Hi, babies.
Well,
Did you just give her one little thing?
I gave her a little.
Where is it? Is
She
it...
has
She
consumed
has
it.
consumed it. She has had 2 bones, though.
Yeah, she's good.
Her fur looks awesome.
Oh.
Anyway.
It's tremendous. Yes.
Well, she's gonna be a bit
Is it
of
the
a
winter coat that's coming in?
I think it is.
She's gonna be a
Yeah,
like a lion.
fluffy. Oh, does she get like the rough, kind of rough?
Yeah, and it's
side?
getting longer.
Oh, soft and
So cute.
sweet.
Start braiding it.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Put bows in
I
it.
have nothing for you. I have nothing for you, my love. We saw that Rick and Morty episode with the dog. Remember when the dog takes
Yes.
over the...
The lawnmower dog episode?
Uh-huh.
All right. So training and practice.
All
You may
right.
train and or practice.
Oh,
Just
God.
bought my strength up one.
All right, I need
That's right.
what
You're
I
young
do.
enough now.
That's what I do.
yeah, all your stats. All
Wait,
the
you're
time.
Gomrit, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Dude, my dex is going up then.
Yeah.
No, you're
you
over
can't.
35. You gotta spend a bonus point if you want to do that.
Thought I'd get away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling
Shouldn't have
kids.
said it out loud.
Yeah, not the kind of player I
Stick right
am.
there.
You didn't get jumped on by the rules minion there. That was everyone else. I trained you all well.
We've all been minion. A sad
The
commentary.
student has become the teacher. Let's say this is a sad commentary. We're in the penultimate session, and we're still like, how does this work?
That's it. I finally got the system.
Yay!
Well, everyone, thanks for showing up. It's been a great game.
The end.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't even know, dude. I got nothing here. I got nothing.
All right. So let's do some glory.
Yes, please.
Tyrannus,
Yes.
230 plus annual.
Damn.
And Leander, you are 720 plus annual.
Whoa! What did I do?
You won a tournament.
You stood a lady up at a wedding.
That too.
That's
I
it.
get glory for that.
Yeah. It's the ballsiest thing ever.
Yeah.
Wait, what was it? 7?
720.
Thank you.
240. And Gomerit is, let's see here, 365 plus annual.
Okay. 1-6. So my total glory right now is 16,251.
Oh, man.
I am a known knight,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Oh, yes, you are known. You will have stories written about you in the future.
Yeah. And Henry VIII will
You've
get his
secured a
information
place.
from that and proceed forward.
That's right. In the future, everyone will remember you and not King Arthur or Sir Lancelot.
Be known as the Leander cycle.
Cycle. Yeah. Oh God. It starts with itching and a weird rash.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, boy. Okay, well,
Yes.
that's winter phase. And so before we get into things proper, just a little prelude. I normally don't encourage intra-party factionalism, but the whole point of what we're going into here is that things are splintering.
Yes.
So feel free to follow your character's heart and not worry about what the rest of the group is doing.
Yeah, because we don't give a fuck. I mean, like, it's not personal.
Exactly. It's all in character. So there might be some tough
Decisions.
There might be some decisions made. Who knows?
Who knows?
If you guys all end up on the same team, that's fine too.
It's cool.
You don't have to force a split.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I know normally,
Yeah.
like when I'm a player, I'm
Yeah.
like, well,
Try
what's
to
best for
keep the party
group?
together.
And,
Yeah. All right, so at this point...
All bets are off.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. So, having said that,
One.
yeah.
I don't think you've ever done that
You've
one.
all been holding me back.
Oh, boy. So, having said all that, the year is 563.
Making a note.
And you are all in attendance once again in Camelot
Yeah.
for the Pentecost tournament.
I'm bored of these.
Well, how many years have you been coming here?
So
All of
many.
So goddamn
All
many.
the years.
Yeah, how old are you again?
I'm 54.
54.
I've been coming here for 33 years now. Well, even before that, when you were a squire. So.
Yeah.
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 Good grief.
Kind of bored with this now.
Oh man.
Yeah. Thanks for pointing it out.
You're welcome. I live but to point things out.
Damn it, Heaves.
Oh boy. All right. So yes, you have gathered. Oh well, let's do some camelotting here.
Oh, we
Oh,
must.
son of a...
Let us not forget the camelotting.
Indeed. Let's roll some of those.
All right.
Those virtues.
Yeah. Wait, which ones? Oh, the underlined ones.
Chivalrous. Not the underlined ones. The asterisk ones.
Asterisk one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold the horn.
Damn it!
No.
Wouldn't be the virtue test without some random swearing.
Seriously.
Oh fuck! So goddamn close this time.
Son of a bitch.
Grandson of a bitch.
All right. Yeah, no, I was not even close, so thanks, everybody, for participating.
You're welcome.
And of course, you roll the opposite traits that you.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Oh,
if I fumble one, does the other one automatically get checked? Okay.
I'm a little bit lazy.
Well, that was a waste of a training and practice.
Oh great!
Oh,
That's
God.
the worst.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you may not roll that check in the next winter phase, so who knows?
Yeah, it's true. I may die beforehand. I am only at 26 hit points now.
Well,
I'm
oh,
at
that is pretty
30
low.
thanks to
Aging rolls.
aging rolls during my solos.
Oh, jeez. What happened to you? How old are you?
40?
That's...
Just a really bad run, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I wasted away without all you guys.
oh, he's pining. Pining for the fjords.
You're holding me back, but I'm also wasting away in lieu of you.
Mediocrity.
Yeah.
Margaritaville.
I'm wasting away, and I'm here, present, at Camelot, so it's just my tendons that are against me.
Okay, so which courtly skill would Sir Taurinus attempt to attempt?
Tourney?
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
Made it.
Great. What's your skill in tourney?
13.
Okay, check it. Check it. All right, Leander.
I'm gonna go for hunting,
Great.
and I make it.
And what's your skill in hunting?
16.
Okay, check
That's
that.
a good one. I wish I'd picked that one.
Comrade.
Oh yeah, I also want to pick hunting. I made it.
And your skill level in that?
It's 15.
Great. Check
That's
that.
good.
And heaves.
Alright, I'm gonna try some heraldry.
All right.
And I make it. My skill's 15.
Thank you. All right, now let's do some involuntary tests. D20 roll for Taurinus.
Oh, man.
13.
13 is your romance.
Ooh. Hospital Joe.
Hospital Joe and I.
Talking about chaste
A
romance.
bad romance.
Failing.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, a chase romance.
Nice.
Does anyone here have an app of
Yes.
15 or higher?
I do not.
No.
No.
We're all a bunch of plain
Well, we're for fighting. We're
That's
not for
right.
looking.
You're all rather busted these days.
Yep.
All right, D20 roll for Leander.
Our nose has been broken so many times.
15.
Oh,
1-5.
15 is turning.
Turning. I failed by 1.
Okay.
Boo.
Gomrit.
17.
Okay, that is religion.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Fail.
Yep. And he.
One.
A 1 is compose.
That it is. And I fail it.
Yeah, fail to compose yourself.
Yeah. I have no composure.
No.
Failure to compose.
Okay, very well. So, yes, as usual, you're all immersed in the courtly pomp and ceremony of Camelot.
Yeah.
The that
Gowns?
great gowns. Yes. I'm just going to start throwing words out. Gowns, balls,
Balls.
falcons,
Fruit.
Candles.
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 It's a revolutionary jamming
Yep.
style.
You set the
I like
scene.
that.
Yeah.
Just fill in the blanks.
Yep,
you know?
yep.
I don't know. It works for me.
Yeah, it's a sort of beat style. You know.
Yes.
Free association.
It's like Mad Lib's Pendragon.
It's a free verse Pendragon. Yes, but the grandiosity of the many halls and corridors matched with the sort of constant low murmur and echo of the courtiers who come and go at all hours practically. Much talk circulating this year about the scandal that occurred last autumn, which we would have covered if Jade's car hadn't broken down and she had been able to make it. But
Yeah. Moving on.
moving on. Siegbright's daughter Elaine, who tended to Lancelot's wounds after the Lady Day tournament, committed suicide and cast herself afloat
Oh my god.
on the Thames.
What?
No.
She just cast herself afloat,
And everyone saw
and
it.
well, the boat washed up at Westminster Castle,
Oh my god.
and she clutched in her hand a parchment that read,
Oh,
"The
no.
web was woven curiously, the charm is broken utterly. Draw near and fear not. This is I, the Lady of Shalott."
Oh. Why would she do that?
Yeah. What was up with that?
There's much talk on that very subject.
So. Was Lancelot there?
At her no, he
When
was
the
not.
ship turned up?
When the ship turned up,
Really?
no. It's generally agreed that she did it because he rejected her. And there's a lot of talk about this courtly love thing. Isn't supposed to be a good thing. You know,
It's kind of gone too far now.
Yeah, maybe. What's gone wrong?
Did he
Even
lead her
love
on,
is killing
really?
us.
Huh?
Did he really lead her on though? I mean, did he? Say,
That's another pertinent
That's a good question.
That is another pertinent.
What's his responsibility in this?
Yeah, he may not
What's
have any.
Siegbright's responsibility in this?
Ooh.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that like Henry's
She's-
great granddaughter or something like that?
Yeah.
Granddaughter. Just granddaughter.
All right. Well, it's his fault too.
Yeah.
Why aren't they keeping her?
Yeah, she seems like off the rails. Why wouldn't they control her a little bit more?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Kids these days.
Kids these days.
Kids today.
Poor thing.
And she was marriageable age, right?
She's a good line.
Good stock there.
Yeah,
That's
she's like
apparently
19 or
not.
20, I think.
Oh, that's
yeah.
old. Why wasn't she married?
And no wonder she went crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
The uterus was just floating
Well,
around.
yeah, that's
Right,
why
the
she
floating
went in the
uterus.
boat,
It became
you see.
detached, yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably
It's science.
It's hysterical.
This is hysteria.
This is not my opinion.
No, this is fact.
We're going back to Galen on this one, and that's a man who's never wrong about
No,
anything.
never ever. Wow, well, this is really distressing. So, we're all talking about this?
Yes.
Yes,
I
there's
have
much.
a 17 in intrigue, so I'm just.
Oh, yeah, me too. No, I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I'm 17 too, so we're gossiping like crazy.
You're at the center of this.
Yeah, well,
You're weaving this web.
It's going astray.
I don't believe Lancelot's at fault at all.
Oh, I think he is.
What? How's that? No, he's definitely not.
Well, I think that there's something passed between them to give her hope that she had some kind of a chance with this guy. He let her down.
He would never let anyone down. And anyway, he's not. He hasn't married or wanted to marry anyone as long as I've known him. He just is content with being the Queen's champion, and that's it.
Well, where is he now?
Yeah, where is that guy?
Oh, he's at the feast. In fact,
No,
you're sitting in the vicinity.
He's right behind you.
Right
he's my cousin.
there.
Behind
basically.
me, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm standing up for him. He's the Queen's champion. What else does he need to feel satisfied? He doesn't want to be married. He doesn't want to be married.
That's good.
Sure.
Yes, basically at this point, all the Deganis Knights sit at one end of the feasting hall, and all the Orkney Knights and their allies sit at the other end of the
It's
feasting
like that.
And the
Is
rest
it?
of us are just placed strategically in the middle.
It's sort of like they're all watching you to see where you sit.
Where do
like
you sit, or who do you
which
talk
is
to?
closer
Wow.
Well, who are you guys? Well, then, so do. I mean, I know where I'm sitting.
to. That's right. So where are you guys sitting?
Yeah.
Well, I'm arguing with Leander, so I'm sitting
You're
with
near
him.
with. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you on the Deganis
You're in that
side?
vicinity at
Do you
least.
believe with the Are you with the Deganis?
I'm with the church.
I like the sigh at the end of that.
The resigned.
That was a marriageable young lady that could have carried on a Christian line and, was struck down.
All right, so maybe I'm angry at you now.
Why are you mad at me?
Maybe I'm getting
I didn't do
PO'd.
anything.
Because you refuse to see that maybe there's some flaw in Lancelot, and that's just
No.
crazy talk.
He's flawless.
All right, then I'm going to the other side.
You get your tray and
I
you
pick up my tray and my fries.
Trencher, yeah, your prize.
your Formica tray and you
Yeah.
walk across it.
And we're done here.
How about,
he's flawless.
how old is Heaps? Heaps is
Heaps is
40?
40,
Okay.
yeah.
So Gomerit's a young knight. How's Gomerit
Yeah, how does this
viewing
go
all
down?
of this?
Yeah,
Seeing
he's,
conflict.
He sort of sees that, Lancelot is flawed.
Mm-hmm.
But where were her parents? Why wasn't she married? Why didn't I marry her? Why didn't you marry me?
What the fuck?
So we were the same age.
It's a nice guy
It's
question.
not just the young knights that are thinking that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you're asking nice guy questions.
Nice guy questions.
Nice day question.
I'm a nice guy.
I was so nice to her.
Yeah. Why didn't she pay any attention to me?
Tragic and lovely.
Very
Yeah.
sad. Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway,
How
Lancelot
about
is
Heaps?
flawless. Yeah, what does Heaps think of all this?
Hebes was just offered by his lord to marry a peasant girl.
Yep.
So if this is like
yeah,
a state of
burn.
romance where perfectly valid, young ladies
Valid.
are killing themselves,
Viable.
and they're actual ladies of nice families.
That burns.
Maybe she hadn't killed herself, or others like her wasting away after Lancelot. Maybe I would have had a chance for marriage.
True.
Exactly.
Lancelot has put a lot of the ladies on lockdown.
Yeah, if he got married,
Right.
so many of those ladies would be on the table, but they're just wasting away for him. They're going stag because he's going stag.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I couldn't agree with you more,
Oh, who's
says Sir
this?
Mordred.
oh.
Did
bitch.
Mordred try to kill me once? No, that was my last character.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track. Yeah.
Do I like you or am I mad at you?
Sidles up to you, puts his arm around you.
Oh.
No young woman would try to kill herself just because of a rejection, now would she? And she could have made a good wife to someone, but now her life is wasted. He must have ravished her.
Whoa. That hit.
R word. He went there. He went
She
there.
was
Yeah.
with his child.
No.
And refused to marry her,
Yeah.
which would have been the honorable thing to do.
Or even refused to claim it.
Wow. You
Yeah,
guys really like
yeah.
Mordred, eh?
And that was all she could do.
She didn't have a choice about it.
That was it.
Yeah.
He can't be satisfied with our queen. Now he has to reap the harvest of all the favors he's gained.
Wow.
Wait, is Mordred married?
No.
Exactly. That's all I have to say.
That man needs to be stopped.
Oh, Hiddleston, I
You
can't
do
say
make
that
some
at
sense
you.
there, so Mordred.
Oh, Hiddles.
Oh my god.
You have
He's such a
some-
great Mordred.
You have some good points there, but how can such an elevated knight be stopped? How can he be shown the error of his ways?
That is the question. That
Hey,
is
where-
indeed the
So
question.
you guys are all sitting with the Orkneys?
It's just general circulating,
Yeah, yeah.
before the feast.
Oh, all right, all
Mordred's
right.
leading me back towards the orchid.
Before you know it, you're like sitting down and, what the hell?
I have a wonderful plan for your
Sir
life.
Agavain, what are you doing?
Anyway, so then Gawain comes up and says, "I think the feast is about to begin, brother," and he indicates their table. So Mordred slides away.
You mean slithers away? Yeah, thank you.
And Gawain turns to you and he says, "I'm sorry. I've sworn to myself that this year I'm going to keep them away from them, even if I have to remain sober and chaste the whole night."
Oh my god.
That's impossible.
That's impossible. No.
His squire says that in the breath.
Sir!
Yeah, right.
Like genuflecting.
Yeah. No.
Sir Gawain, you are a good and self-sacrificing knight.
Apparently.
Cheers to that. All right, let's get some ab rolls.
Wait. He's already.
Yeah, damn it!
Oh well, there goes another year, folks.
It's just one beer. I can do one
I
beer.
can have one beer. Yeah. Oh man.
Sloshed.
He's dancing on the table.
Pissing in the punch bowl. All right, how do we do? App rolls.
Oh, apps.
Oh.
Apps. I make it, surprisingly.
Oh, made it.
Likewise, I make it.
Does anyone want to interact with any NPCs? Or you want to draw a card?
I'm gonna have a drink with Gawain.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Mordred.
I am too.
Oh,
That's
shit.
what I want
Oh
to do.
shit!
Damn.
You can do it.
And
No,
Wait,
you
so
both
then
do it. Why can't? No, I can do a different. I can do
Are
another
you in
round.
his? No, it's okay. You can go first. I'll talk to him the next round. So I'll do. Card.
you'll do a card, Gomrit?
And card.
Okay. All right, so Taurinus.
So I am
Okay.
Oh god damn! Sorry.
sacrilege across the hall.
Alright, apologies.
What is the Orkneys' stand on Christianity?
They are Christian,
They are
although both of their sires, King Lot and Queen Margasa, were pagan.
And are they both still alive?
Oh no. Margasa is.
King Lot was killed by Pelennor,
Okay, this is old.
which was the beginning of the De Gales feud,
Okay.
not the Deganus feud. And then Margasa, of course, was killed by Lamorak.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, not by Lamorak.
No.
Margasa was screwing Lamorak.
That's right.
And was killed by...
Gareth?
Not Gareth, the other one.
Gawain.
Gurgagra?
Another G.
Gaheris.
Gaheris,
Gaheris,
thank you.
That's right.
You were close.
They like the
Yeah.
G's.
Yeah.
They do. It's like George Foreman's family. All right.
All right. So
They are Christian.
all right. They're Christian. And what is your view on the character of Lancelot and what is happening with the Queen?
You're asking
Mordred.
Mordred?
Yes.
Oh god.
Oh, don't get me started.
His favorite sermon.
Yeah. I think it's a scandal. It's an absolute scandal. And furthermore, the fact that knight, I use the term loosely,
Oh.
can use his prowess at arms to deflect any accusations levied against him.
I think it's gone
The
too far.
affair with the poison apple,
I think it's gone too far. Yep.
Wait, what happened with that?
a couple years ago, the queen was holding a dinner.
Oh,
knight died
right,
from a poison
poisoned.
apple.
That's right.
Lancelot shows up, defends her, wins the trial by combat, and everyone's like, but she poisoned a guy.
Right. This is anarchy.
It is. Order must be restored. That's right.
Sorry.
Okay. Card for
Time flies.
Time Flies.
So bad.
And Gomrit.
Take a tumble.
Oh.
And I rolled Dex at -2 and made it. So. That's,
What is it?
I just keep my balance.
Oh, you
Like you
almost
just-
tripped.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Like I
that's
just
what it
slip on a flagstone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good job
Also
on
lame.
balance.
Oh, thank you.
Any glory for that, or
Nope.
no? Okay.
You just stumble and
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, catch myself.
more marriageable women stare at you and just shake their heads.
You're like, somebody should invent soles for my shoes.
Yeah.
Somebody should put heels on these boots.
Yeah.
All right. And then Heaps is talking to Gawain.
Indeed. So I'd like to get his perception on this whole thing. I know he's trying to keep peace between the Orkneys and the
Deganus.
Deganus. So, yeah, what's his take on the whole Lancelot's knight makes right?
Oh, I'm jotting that down.
Yeah, that's
Check
good.
this out.
Title. It's the title of the
I think it
session.
might be, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so he says, well,
Yeah. Composed.
the fact of the matter is that I can't stand the guy.
Oh. Wow.
But he's a fellow Round Table Knight, first and foremost.
Right.
And we all took solemn oaths. And my family is going to jeopardize themselves if they keep up this sort of activity. At that point, Sir Gareth, the youngest Orkney brother, leans over and he says, "You know they're going to do more than that. It's going to tear this whole kingdom apart. We all swore oaths to the High King, and we need to honor those oaths first and foremost before anything else."
I like the cut of that guy's jib.
I don't like it.
So that it's Arthur that needs to see Lancelot for the cad that he is. And of course I can say that because I'm not a round table knight. So,
You have no homage Arthur.
I have an 11 homage Arthur.
Oh, wow. All
yeah,
right.
so I mean,
Yeah.
we got to show this, this getting old king that, his
This getting old king?
His kingdom is rotting beneath him.
Yes.
Gareth looks skeptical of that, although Gawain seems to think you're on the trolley. But Gareth kind of feels like it's not our place to say. The king's justice and wisdom is what we have all placed our lives under.
It's true.
That's how the system works.
The system is sound.
We live in a society of laws. The system is good. The system is sound.
Serenity now. Insanity later. Okay, so I think, am I hearing any of this? No, I'm far away.
Make an awareness roll to -10.
I'm ensconced in the,
There's flautists and there's acrobats and there's fire breathers and dogs and people chatting.
people, weirdness.
Laughing.
It's true, dogs are trying to steal your dinner.
No.
Every second.
You gotta be on it.
No.
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm ensconced in the beginning.
She's looking at it.
She was just like giving you this look, like it's true,
It's true.
No, you're a good dog.
Sad that you said that out loud, because it's true.
Did you have to tell it like it is?
Alright then, so
God.
on that note, I'm loving this feast.
Yeah.
Having a great time.
All right, new app rolls
Start it up.
around.
Alright, let's do it.
Ooh, made it.
I failed my
Made it
one.
again, nice.
Womp womp. Loading.
Rolling low.
I'm beating these odds.
Nice.
Thank you. What's Leander up to?
Polish. I am.
Are you going to talk to Mordred?
No, I'm.
Oh.
Well, no. Can I?
No, you failed.
I'm
You can
intriguing.
intrigue.
I'm
Oh,
intriguing.
okay.
Yeah, you can intrigue.
I'm intriguing. I roll it up,
Okay.
right?
Go for it.
I make it.
Great.
One away from a crit, though.
Ooh. Oh.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Sir Tor is chatting up that there are a lot of good tournaments this year.
Oh, cool.
The Duke of Lindsey is promising a surprise at his regional tournament at Leicester this year.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah, apparently.
Passing lady flirts with me.
I just all want to get in your pants.
Rolling, flirting, and failing.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Hand-fisted.
Comrade.
There's a fight.
Uh-oh.
Fist fight breaks out between two drunken knights, and I'm imagining they're from.
Definitely, they are factors, factotums who support the two different factions.
Yeah. So this could turn into a riot. So I try to stop it. I think. No, it doesn't say this hard, but I would think.
Gawain's too drunk to stop it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's only round 2.
Gawain is already 3 sheets to the wind.
So,
All right, so this is a fight.
Oh my god.
This is a fight between Melion of the Mountain
Oh wow.
and Sir Ure of Hungary. The former supports the Orkneys, the latter supports the Deganis.
Which one's
The
bigger?
Hungarian guy.
Mountain Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Stinkier.
Yeah. Funkier and
Yes, he's wearing a buckskin jacket.
Oh, yeah. It's
a
raw.
little
Oh, God.
raccoon cat.
Hasn't even been cured. It's like rotting slightly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that Mountain Man in the Coen Brothers version of True Grit. He's just like forgotten how to interact with humans.
Oh my god, so amazing.
All right, so you're breaking it up.
Yes, and I made it with a 2.
Yay!
Right.
Yay!
Help them
Come
see
on, calm
reason.
down.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, this is neither the time nor the place.
Yeah, let's
right.
have another beer.
Exactly. So any glory for that?
10.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And heaves.
Alright, this Old English threw me off for a second. I thought for a moment it was ladies babe a quarrel, but it's actually ladies have a quarrel.
Oh, the font, yeah.
Yeah. So 2 ladies are quarreling and the situation is becoming awkward.
Oh dear, so even the ladies are quarreling about this whole situation.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the talk of the night.
Yeah.
So
that's
choose
right.
just arbitrary. Unfortunately, my just is equal to my arbitrary, so should I just roll it normally?
Yeah, just, yeah.
Okay. So roll a just, fail just, rolling arbitrary, fail. I roll the exact same failure
Oh, yeah.
for both.
Oh my god.
Womp womp.
I just
Choose.
I wash my hands of the situation.
Yeah, you're like, this is not me. This is not for me to resolve.
Neither of you are my wife. Later.
Pretty
Wise
much.
man once said nothing.
Uh-huh. Okay, round 3. Rolls.
I make it.
Ooh, crit fail.
Ooh, all right.
You're done.
Oh.
Yep.
All right, so Gomerit is not feeling well after witnessing all this strife. The
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, the mid-feast pastry course is just
man.
not sitting well.
Oh, I see.
The dough may
yeah.
have been undercooked. And then Heaps,
I failed with a 15.
you
so.
failed. So we had 1 success. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to go talk to Mordred?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tyrannus and Heaps, what are you guys doing?
You know, my highest stat is now my con, so I'm gonna drink.
Wow.
Drink it up. Drink it up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna find Gawain and see how drunk he is. And try to help out with that.
All right. I really shouldn't. See how you do on your indulgent roll.
I fail it.
Oh, okay. So yes, he demurs. And Tyrannus?
I am going to intrigue.
Okay.
And I made that.
Okay.
Sniff it around. What's happening?
There's there's a lot of rather frank talk about Lancelot and the Queen.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing for everyone in
Oh
the
my
whole
god.
kingdom.
What the discussion seems to center around is whether or not it's necessarily a bad thing.
Oh.
wow.
Does the king care?
How practical of them.
Yes. Does the king even care? You know.
Does he?
We don't know.
Yeah.
I presume not. Or he would have had her killed. What does she have on?
Yes, you'd think he would have done something long ago.
Lord!
This was an issue. What does she have on him?
Well,
Probably a lot.
yeah. That's how these things go. You know. All right.
All right, so Leander.
Mordred, where is he?
Oh, he's at the Orkney table.
Sleazing around with the Orkneys.
Yep.
You know, no, I'm going to talk to my kinsman.
Okay.
Oh.
Because we need an even and balanced perspective here on this situation.
Fair and balanced.
We've just gotten like an Orkney perspective on shit. So I'm going to talk to my kinsman so we can educate the children and see what's going on here.
Oh, God.
So, what?
Oh, man, here we
It's
go.
the truth.
Fighting words.
So I'm going to talk to who's at my table.
Oh, you got Lancelot, Bors, Lionel.
Oh, Lancelot's there. I think
Boris.
he's going to say anything.
Hmm.
He will though.
Is he drinking?
Yeah, no, he never.
No, he's drinking enough
Be
to
normal.
to wet his whistle, but never to excess.
Right. So
He's in full Vito Morganson Aragorn era.
Stop.
Or Vigo.
Vito. Vito.
But yeah, long hair, nicely trimmed beard.
Stop it. Stop it. Alright. So what I will say is, cousin, there's so much commotion over your, about this poor lady and the state that she drummed herself up into over you. What do you think about all this?
I think it's absolutely tragic.
I agree.
I am sworn to be a chaste amour
Yeah, you've said
to the
that.
queen. I am her champion. The rules of romance have long been put down.
Did you promise her anything?
Of course not. She tended my wounds, as any proper gentle lady would. But I did not promise her anything in return. And
There's no way she could have construed anything that you said. I mean, I know we're a couple of charming bastards.
Well now.
Can't help it.
Speak for yourself, Sir Leander.
Oh God, he's modest.
He's everything.
Fill him with fire.
It was Hospital Joe.
Floating over on Cupid's wings.
Damn it. I hate this guy.
All right. Well, no. I mean, there's nothing you said that she could have construed into marriage.
No, I am always. I always strive to maintain the best manners of speech. Perhaps I failed. Perhaps it was me after all. But if it was, then I am not aware of what I may have said to give her ideas.
I mean, I forgot to attend my own wedding like 2 years ago. So we all have our lapses in who we are, and
Boris and Lionel are just like laughing.
Good. Yeah. So I mean,
But Lancelot looks truly troubled, and he says, "I feel that our presence here is causing
I agree.
a great disturbance to the rest of the revelers.
Yes.
Perhaps we should retire to our chambers in the East Wing.
I agree.
For the time being. I think we've been here long enough for
I agree.
courtesy's sake.
Yes. Let's leave.
All right. What do you say, brethren? So everyone stands up with a great scraping of benches, and Lancelot goes over.
Do all the orcs jump and like flinch a little? Like,
there's instinct.
It's go time.
We're going down.
No, there's a lot of like flickering eyes over rims of goblets. You know,
really,
just kind of watching, see what's going to happen.
What is the queen doing?
She's watching as well.
What is she? Does she look mad? Upset?
No. She's giving him that same sort of soppish look that she usually gives him.
I'm so sick of her.
That's kind of pathetic. All right.
And yeah, so basically, Lancelot heads over to the high table and gives a bow and asks permission to leave on behalf of him and his kinsmen. And Arthur grants it, and so
off I go. With
you go. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I'm a kinsman.
After party.
And Gomerite is
going to the hotel.
Woohoo! After party.
Gomerite is on a marble, toilet bench.
Those pastries just go.
Or opposite.
Just going
That was graphic.
It was graphic.
Remember the old days when you had to just like lean out over the parapet?
Those were the good old days.
Oh,
Yeah.
When it was pure, I tell you. Pure. No pun intended.
Yeah. Pun intended.
All right. So, and then, let's see. Heaves. Do we get you?
Heaves is the Orkneys, right? Or are you hanging out with them? Or?
Yeah, I was trying to drink with Gwen and failed.
That's right.
Couldn't keep up with him.
That's hard to do.
Like, how do you,
How do you solve a problem like Wayne?
Like Heaves.
Like Heaves.
Yeah.
All right. So, yes. So, we're into round 4. So, for the 2 remaining nights, let's do some app rolls.
2 nights down, 2 nights left, I failed.
Okay.
Oh, I made it.
Okay. More drinks are being rolled out, so this is an involuntary, indulgent
Sounds good.
shot.
I make it.
All right.
All right.
So you're drinking.
So roll your con versus potency. The wine.
Potency.
I roll a 3.
I critted.
Yes.
Whoa.
So yes, you are.
Wine takes over.
The
we
wine.
still
Oh,
this. All right.
how the wine talks.
So what's happening? Getting drunk or?
Yes, I'm just going to see what level of
yes.
drunk you're at. In the meantime, here's a card. Where the hell did I put the deck?
You don't know, man. You're losing it.
I am. Oh, there it is. There's a card for you. That's it.
I think sloth is an accurate term.
Slosh.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh Jesus!
Oh no.
Thank you.
More beer.
Time flies.
Time flies. Do you want me to go ahead and do mine?
Do your card, yeah.
All
that's
right.
fine.
A love poem. A nearby knight asks for my help in composing a love poem for a sweetheart. I'm gonna roll compose.
All
I
right.
have a 0 in compose.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Good
I
luck.
fail.
Okay, you're like, I don't know. What the fuck you asking a monk knight to help you roll?
I can have Larry, the clerk, help him though.
Alrighty.
That's true.
But I mean, there'll be no bonus to me. I'll just say, I'll
Right,
just play it. I'll just
right.
say, you know what, Lorenzo here is pretty good at doing it.
Lorenzo. There we go.
Pretty good
I
at
like Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo. Thank you. Okay, so meanwhile, Heebs is at heavy intoxication level.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
So this is going to give you a +5 to reckless, lustful, indulgent, and valorous.
Oh.
And a -10 to everything else. Oh, what? Except app, which is at a -5.
Oh.
What?
Apps of 4, guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. So you're just red-faced and slobbering
Yeah, just
everywhere.
about, you know.
Oh, no.
Good
All right.
times.
It's got the dry heaves.
It's starting to
Dry
stir.
heaves.
The dry heaps, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, very good, very good.
Indeed.
You're hardly the only one. In fact, you were helped along by Sir Agravain, who is making up for Gawain's deviousness.
I'm drinking buddies with my murderer. I love it.
Yes, how awkward.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yes, he seems to be trying to drink Gawain's share as well as his own.
Oh, I'll help him out.
What does he have to hide?
What's he drinking down? Demons!
Yep.
I don't know squat about religion.
Drinking down the guilt of slaying, good, honest Sir Dag.
Good, honest
Good
Sir
and
Dag.
honest. Wait a minute.
Man, Sir Dag was like the
That's how
original Sir
history's been
Leander.
rewritten. Wait, what?
Dag was the original Leander.
He was.
Yeah.
He really was.
Oh, he really was.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
The original scoundrel.
Yep.
Oh my god.
You won.
His ugliness will live on forever.
God love him.
Yeah, seriously.
No one else will.
Nope.
Oh. So, yeah. So that's another round, round 5.
Oh, fuck, there's another
It's
round.
the royal feast. So,
Wow.
Fail.
Fail.
okay, what is Taurinus doing?
I am, what am I doing? What are my choices? I could be drinking, I don't care to drink. I could be flirting, I don't care to flirt. I'm gonna be,
Gonna be intriguing.
intriguing. I'm intriguing and winning at intriguing.
Okay.
Great.
The Orkney table seems to be getting a bit rowdy.
Yes!
So before I continue with that,
Okay.
I assume Heebs is drinking.
Yep, keeping up with the Orkneys.
All right, go for it.
All right, my indulgent is now 11,
Excellent, excellent.
and I crit.
Oh!
Check your indulgent, by the way.
Oh my, yes.
Wow.
Oh,
Making
wow.
a reputation for yourself
Lovely.
tonight.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get a con roll. Let's put it at, what is it, at the -10, right? So,
My con's at -10 right
yes,
now?
it is.
Well, then I still fail.
Okay. I still
I still fail.
All right, I got a regular success, so that bumps you up to roaring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm keeping up with the Orkneys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you're now at a +10 to lustful, reckless, indulgent, and valorous.
Yes.
And a -15 to everything else.
-15.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right. So, Taurinus, what you hear is Heebs talking with Agravain and Mordred. There's a lot of talk.
Oh, yeah. This is what we're going to do.
slurring.
A lot of
Real
hasty
head of
talk.
steam here.
And it's getting loud enough to be overheard.
Okay.
And the whole hall is starting to quiet down.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Basically, maybe about, a third of the attendees
Oh
have
my
retired
God.
at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most of the food has been served. You're all just eating your nuts and spices and
Winding down.
sipping your drink. Meanwhile, these guys,
Yikes over here.
their wine slosh table,
Yeah, good times.
And what you hear specifically is Mordred saying, "Someone must speak the truth."
A whinish swagger.
And then Agravain stands and says, "I will, for the love of my uncle and the good name of our family."
Oh, shit.
And at this point, Arthur says, "And what will you tell me?"
This is it!
Testify.
That your wife, the queen, is having an affair with Sir Lancelot.
It's
It's out.
Elephant in the room. It's
out,
good.
yeah.
The camel in the room. It's good that we're talking.
The war pony in the room.
More pony in the room.
What in the...
Yeah,
Yeah.
delusion charge.
In the room. There we go.
It's everybody
It's a
going.
whole circus, really. Does everyone like...
The hush is thick enough that you could shatter it with a hammer.
Yeah, I bet.
Ooh.
The king looks cold,
Well,
and
sure, he's not happy.
strange.
Strange and strange.
He says, "You will say no more of this."
Spirals in his eyes.
He rises and says, "Come to my chamber." And he moves towards his chamber door
To aggravate?
to Agravain.
Okay.
Mordred, grinning, is going with him.
Oh my God.
Is Heaves going along?
Yes!
Reckless.
With a plus 10.
10.
Plus 10, so I now have a... Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna go. It's a 21 reckless.
All right, come on.
You made it.
Yes.
All right.
I'm going.
OMG.
These are my drinking buddies.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
He's just inviting us back for a drink, right?
Right.
Yeah. Tyrannus, give me an awareness roll.
Oh my god.
I made it! No, I crit it.
Oh yes! Oh my god.
You note that as soon as Agravain and Mordred start walking, they're dead sober. Only Heaves seems to be genuinely drunk.
Of course.
Wow.
So I get scared. That scares me.
Yeah.
That sets me back on my heels for a
That's
second. I go, oh
freaktastic.
shit, I'm out of my league.
Lower level.
Yeah.
So as soon as the door closes, the whole hall, and of course the queen is retired as well, the whole hall
Seriously.
bursts into a roar
Yeah.
of astonishment. He said it! He said
Holy
it!
shit, said it.
Surprise! The king knows now!
Right? He can't deny it.
Clarification. Wait, what did he say?
Yeah, exactly.
I
Exactly.
didn't hear that part.
You
What?
said with the what now?
And then just general wonderment, like, I gotta go tell my wife!
Yeah, it's all breaking out.
So people are running out of the hall, others are just talking animatedly.
So we're not fighting each other anymore. We're all captivated by this new
Yeah.
development.
Right, yeah.
Well, that and the Degennis Knights are...
They're nowhere to be found. I mean, they're in their east wing.
Oh, they're gone. Okay.
We're
Your
hanging
East
out.
Wing chambers,
Yeah,
yes.
we're
Okay.
hanging.
Okay.
After party.
I wonder if we're
Yeah.
about this
Yeah,
scandal.
so are we hearing...
Nothing.
You're hearing nothing?
Nothing.
Wow.
Can I run to Gomrit in the toilets in town?
You can
on the
go.
door.
You can go fight. Yeah, you can go fight Gomrit.
I'm gonna go
Absolutely.
find Gomrit.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
can I see if I
Impassion
pull it
that
together? Like,
You'll have pulled it together by the time
Okay,
Tyrannus finds you. Yeah, that's no problem.
Yes!
follow you back.
Oh,
to
yes! He's the only drunk one.
So, speaking of which,
Yeah, so what's happening in that chamber?
Meanwhile,
yeah.
his bones are being thrown out the window.
Oh my god. It was Heaves all along, sire.
What?
He was the one who said it.
He's been impersonating the queen.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about? No.
Alright, roll
Stick my head out a window for a second.
roll your energetic at a minus 15.
Energetic and minus one. That's, there's no chance
Pass
of that.
out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's a fail.
Alright. So you very swiftly doze off in a high back chair in the king's chambers.
Oh God!
How
yes.
embarrassing.
Oh no.
Someone's gonna have to dump you out in the hall.
But you can't pretend because I'm curious what they're talking about.
I know. We had a mole in the room. That was the whole.
Oh man.
So, yes, anything, let's see, so Leander's occupied, Heaps is occupied, Tyrannus and Gomrit, what are you guys up to?
Let's go check it out.
Yeah, let's go.
To the door.
Can we put our
We hide
ears
behind
up to the
a tapestry or something?
door? Yeah.
Approaching the door, you see, of course, the customary guards posted outside.
Ah.
Neo.
Wah. Can we hear anything at all?
So our
Make awareness rolls.
Oh, okay. Is there? Oh yeah. I
Nope.
did.
Damn it. Did you make it?
Yes.
You did.
Just the occasional muffled voice.
Oh, okay, but nothing angry or loud.
No shouting, no.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll just keep
So
on walking. Barry.
I'll just no, I'm gonna be a 20-year-old.
Are you?
Hey, my friend's in there and he's really
my God.
drunk. Can I get him out? To the guards.
Yeah.
They just kind of look at you, stony face, like.
Oh
No?
They're shrugging. They're shaking their heads.
yeah. So okay.
Oh.
Well,
Nice try.
yeah. Thanks.
Thanks for trying. Do you even know me?
Yeah, we all
Yeah, I was a squire to
Oh,
your
that's
dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I know you guys.
We're all
Awesome.
gonna just coolly
Yeah.
Play it cool.
play
Like,
it cool.
till we get to the hole.
Meanwhile, word of the scandal has come back to the East Wing.
Word.
Sir Boar's taking charge, sending off pairs of your own household knights to various parts of the castle to watch and report on what is happening.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So off I go.
So gradually the crowds disperse into the halls of the castle,
Yeah.
so that
the
like you
word.
two are just one pair among many.
Right,
You
of
know.
course.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of the same.
Yeah, some people sneaking around, some people going to bed. You know, like well,
Try to see in the window.
that's that. Yeah. Some people gathering in the rose garden.
Who's in the East Wing?
Oh, let's find
Leander.
Thanks.
Lancelot? And
Yeah, I
Leander?
bet he's hanging out with Lancelot. Maybe we could see what he says about this.
thinking.
Let's go. Let's go.
So I'm walking around with, just like, are you okay?
Yeah, just that's all okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ow.
yeah.
crap
I
out
scratched
on us now,
myself.
man.
Yeah. Oh!
Look at the campaign! What are you doing?
I almost made it.
2 weeks from retirement.
Just bought a boat and christened it the Live Forever.
I'm gonna live forever.
All right, so you're gonna go find so
a good idea.
you seek out the
Very good.
Gannis wing, and as friends of Leander are ushered within. So
Oh, okay.
so you find Leander
Yeah, you guys are my friends. Oh,
hanging
okay.
out near a roaring
Sure.
fire.
Oh, nice.
So what do you think of this? Like,
What does
very much-
Lancelot say? Where is he?
He has retired to his private chambers.
Oh,
he's not.
Jesus.
He didn't tell me. He
I'm gonna
didn't.
go pray.
Must be nice.
Right. Yeah, private chambers.
Uh-huh,
That's what you
private.
want. Yeah,
Oh, you bet that's what I want.
Yeah, he sleeps in a dormitory every night.
it's true.
Feet smell.
No. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Not really. Not much. They just sent us out to. Wait. What did they send us out to do?
Nothing.
No, we just
There's
left.
We've dispersed.
yes, various household knights have been sent out to keep watch.
Oh,
Basically.
but I'm not
What do you
part
think
of that.
Lancelot's gonna do?
I don't know. I'm not sure. He really prides himself in being the chaste amour of
Well, it could be.
that. And
Could be.
this is Orkney gossip again. This is Orkney
This
gossip
is
that for
Orkney
whatever
gossip.
reason the king is taking seriously.
Well, he has to because it was declared in the hall, right? I mean,
It doesn't
he
mean
has
that
to-
it's true, and the king didn't declare it as being true. So therefore, I don't believe it
Why is a man of your years so blind?
because I hate the
Blind,
Orkneys.
sir.
They're just they spew nothing but nonsense, lies, and crap in order to get ahead. Unlike the Gannis Knights, we actually
Who
live up to
spew
our
nothing
deeds.
but honey and wine.
That's right.
And
Well, we live up
roasted
to our
meats.
deeds. We obviously
Without
are.
stain.
We are noble knights. We carry ourselves in a noble fashion, and I really don't see how it should be questioned. But Orkneys, on the other hand, they are the worst.
They are
Literal.
the worst.
The literal worst.
The king
I think-
can't just like ignore it now, right? I mean,
I don't know why
whatever
he's
the
even
rumors-
hearing them. I mean, if maybe when you said Heaps was in there with them.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
maybe he'll hear something, and
Maybe.
perhaps I may believe that. But the king, I think he's just trying to maybe talk some sense into them. I don't know. I'm not the king. It's not for me to say. But I don't think he's taking it seriously. I think he's just trying to... I don't know.
Do you think
I have no idea.
Lancelot will step up and defend the queen tomorrow?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is the queen.
Oh
Yeah.
god,
It's
it's
defending.
challenge time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, always. So, yeah, I don't know. But Lancelot retired to his private chambers. Excuse me, sir. We can't really ask him at this point.
Yeah.
So what would you all like to do? Go to bed? Arm up?
Oh, shit. Our
Something in between those two extremes?
Well, we want
Stay up all
to.
night.
We want to make sure Heaps is okay. I mean, right? He's in the chambers with the king,
Yeah.
so I
I
think we
presume
can.
he's dead at this point.
You say yes, they do.
Yes, he's got to be dead.
They burnt his body. Well, I don't know if I believe
Lying
that.
in a shallow grave out behind the bunker.
Well, that's
should just
treason,
check-
isn't it? If
Bury
you
him into
just
the rose garden.
like hurl accusations like that.
Yeah, especially to the queen. So, I mean, I think we should just go back and check on Heaves and see if he's okay. Because from everything you said, he
Now
sounds
we
like...
might actually get in with you.
Okay,
We couldn't
Yeah.
let's
before.
try. Yeah, I'm a round table knight after all. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Jeez.
Check it out.
Yes.
So, Heaves. Last thing you remember is taking a seat in a high-backed chair set back against the wall, not wanting to, interfere with this high-level discussion.
Surprisingly comfortable seat, guys.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And then, next thing you know, you're being shaken awake.
Oh.
It is Agravain.
Oh, good Sir Agravain.
Sir Heaves.
Did I miss it?
No. In fact, it's just beginning, my friend. And as your vision clears, you can see Mordred, Agravain, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 other knights. All with swords bared.
I missed a few steps there, Sir Agravain.
The king has retired to his chambers.
Oh my
We
God.
are off to expose Lancelot's double dealings for what they truly are.
Oh my
Are you
God.
with us?
Oh my. Wow.
Are you with us?
That is a great question.
You're still under your drunk modifiers, so...
Spare sword! It was not courteous for me to bring my sword into the feast. Do you have one for me?
Of course. So sword is provided to you.
So that's
Oh my
a yes.
God.
Then let us expose this villainy.
All right. So as the three of
wow.
you depart the Deganus chambers, you can hear some general shouting and commotion coming from the north wing, which is where the queen has her private chambers.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I
wow.
want to know what's going
Yeah,
on.
we're gonna
We're
race
gonna be
over
heading
there.
for that direction.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Ladies,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's
what's
go.
going on?
Okay. So basically, you all head to the north wing.
Yeah.
You have headed to the north wing.
Oh my God.
As
Oh my
part of
God.
the sword
Two
wielding
different
mob.
missions.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Others have heard the commotion as well and have come out.
Oh my god.
So Mordred and Agravain are up at the stout oak door that grants access to the queen's inner chambers. They're banging on the door with the hilts of their swords,
Oh my god.
yelling for the traitor knight Lancelot to come out.
Oh.
At her door.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So,
This is weird. Where are the guards who were in front
And
of the
Goblin's
door?
like, why are you knocking there? He's not going to be in there. Come on.
Yeah.
mhm. The guards seem to have abandoned their posts in the face of
It's a coup.
in the case of
Of that.
15 armed knights
armed
coming
knights.
for them. Yeah.
Still, there's
No, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You should leave the queen to her evening rituals.
Ablutions.
Yeah, exactly. This is so disrespectful.
Others
Ridiculous.
take up your.
This is the queen.
This is the queen.
You are mere knights.
Others are like, do you think Lancelot would be so stupid as to
Yeah,
come to the queen's
please.
chambers on this of all nights?
Yes.
If that were even true.
Yeah, if it were true, which it's not. So
Yeah,
there.
yeah, right, Lander.
Yeah.
So they're still banging and shouting.
Oh,
The
ridiculous.
door opens.
Yes.
Like just a little
Yes.
ways. One of the knights,
Yeah.
Melion of the Mountain, actually,
Oh, Mountain Man.
thrusts his sword
Oh. Yep.
through the crack in the door.
Yeah.
Just as quickly, another sword emerges from within and parries the blow. And then a hand darts out and grabs Melion and pulls him into the chamber and slams the door again.
Wow.
That was a
Who
man's
dat?
hand.
It was definitely...
The queen's sword skill is amazing. Whoa.
Where did he go?
Yeah, that was so fast. Like, what
Yes.
just happened?
What just
What just happened?
What was that?
Keep trying to.
Where's Lancelot?
Oh my god.
No, the wrong one.
All right.
Actually, it was Sir Colgravance for
The Mountain Man.
continuity's sake. No, it was not Melion of the Mountain.
Oh, okay.
Cold Grevance.
Cold Grevance.
Okay. Well,
Anyways.
that's just crazy weird.
Yes. So now,
unexpected.
now
It was very
the shouting has redoubled because of
You
that.
bet. Really hit the fever.
And yeah, so Gomer, you noticed it was a man's hand.
And he said it out loud. Wait, that was a man's hand.
It was probably one of the Queen's guards. It's probably one of the Queen's guards.
Probably, yes, that's what it was.
Who went into the chambers because they saw the knight, so they went into her chambers to protect her
Yeah,
from this
to protect the
unruly
door.
mob.
Yeah.
So Agravain is banging on the door, shouting for the traitor knight to come out of the Queen's chamber. Mm-hmm. And at last, there is a shout from inside that stills all the voices. It is the voice of Lancelot.
Comrades, disillusionment.
Oh my god.
He says, Sir Agravain, I advise you to go away from here and stop that slanderous shouting. I promise that I will appear before you and the king in full court to accept this charge face to face, and then I will answer you as a knight should, that I came here innocently, and I will prove that with the strength of my hands.
Yeah.
Busted. He's busted. He's
No,
busted.
he
He's
came
thinking
here
fast.
innocently.
It's night makes right again. He's gonna be fine because he's gonna kill Agravain.
This is a classic blunder.
Right after getting involved in a land war in Asia.
That's right. You're too good. That means your shadow's huge.
So then Agravain jeers, "Fie on thee, Lancelot.
Bye.
The king said it was up to us to save you or slay you.
Oh,
Stop hiding behind skirts."
that's a good point. That's a good point.
And then, very curtly, "Then keep yourself." And the door flies open, and Lancelot, in his chemise, nothing else,
No way.
suddenly in amongst the crowd of knights, his blade flashing deadly.
Oh man.
Oh shit. No, I'm gonna back up. I'm backing up.
With
I'm backing
one
up.
blow, he chops Agravain's hand. Oh, hello, beetle. He chops Agravain's hand right off at the wrist, and then his other arm right at the shoulder,
Damn.
simultaneously parrying two blows aimed at him.
Wow.
Holy shit.
There's much screaming and fleeing. What is Heaves doing?
So my valorous is at plus 10.
Plus 10.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're gonna go right up there.
Suicide by cop.
Yes, no. I'm currently at 21 reckless and 25 valorous.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, you're blazing glory.
And I got nothing for Lancelot, so
I would make that reckless roll first, and then make the valorous
Yes,
roll.
yes.
Alright, reckless. I make
Yeah.
valorous.
Yeah.
I crit.
Nice.
Boom, baby.
Okay, so I'm just going to note for the record that right now Lancelot has a sword skill of 85.
Okay.
Lovely. So being roaring drunk, what does that do to my sword skill?
That is going to give you a minus 15.
15.
Lovely, I have a 0 sword skill.
Oh my god.
Just like,
Hey, stop!
No.
Just brandishing.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, with
Face me, Lancelot!
You're like facing the wrong direction. Hasty!
Attacking the wall.
Yeah, like some computer, like some computer program, you're just attacking the wall. What the fuck?
No, I picture you really, attacking the wall or something. Cause
Well, he didn't fail. He didn't crit
I
fail.
know.
Yeah, if you fumble, that will be.
Okay, sure.
So for
So sword skill.
to see if you fumble or not, go ahead.
Mine's
And
not
roll.
even gonna.
Yeah, why would he go after someone like that?
I do not fumble.
What's he doing in his chemise?
I still fail.
Yeah.
He was
That's-
giving her a warm glass of milk.
In his customary serving clothes because she is so important of male clothing.
She's offended by.
He's offended by it.
Yes.
This is too rough for her.
Yes.
And we'll note, of course, you're not wearing armor.
Oh, of course not.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh
Heaves.
dear. Oh dear.
Okay, so 55 points of damage.
Okay, that kills me.
Oh my life.
There goes my life.
Kills me twice.
Wow.
Oh.
Kill me twice.
So yeah, you all watch as Lancelot cuts the leg off another knight just right through the thigh, and then on the backstroke just stabs Heaves right through the mouth, and the blade's like springing out the crown of his
That's
head.
it.
Oh no. Oh shit.
So there's like a blood
Heaves.
fountain.
Yeah, and then as he
bloodbath,
falls back against the wall, just like
Oh,
Wow.
no.
That's not going to come out. Okay.
All right, so people are running for it.
Holy crap.
You
Yeah.
bet they're running for it.
Yeah.
Are you included in that
Yeah.
group of people?
I'm no fool. No, maybe I am. No, I'm not. What would I roll to see if I was running for it or not? Would it be valorous?
Valorous. Or possibly prudent.
Okay, I'll do it.
I would probably say prudent.
Prudent versus valorous. Roll your prudent first.
All right, I failed my prudent.
Oh shit! All right.
And I failed my valorous.
Okay, so it's up to you.
I am running with my Lorenzo the clerk, and we are hightailing it.
My Lorenzo.
I think Lorenzo was along for this whole thing.
My Lorenzo.
Mamma mia! That's a spicy meatball.
Like a Dom DeLuise. Putting it down.
Oh my god.
Dom DeLuise, that's who it
I
is.
love it.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And Gomerit?
Failed prudent, made valorous.
Oh, shit.
Got it.
All right.
But at the same time, he's still trying to process this. I
Sure.
would think as a kid,
Yeah, like,
he just
shit.
Lancelot's been his hero since
Yeah.
he's grown up, and
Yeah.
his big dream is to be a round table knight. So
And you didn't critical your valorous.
Yeah.
So we could say that your valorous roll just represents you making sure the women are getting away,
Yeah.
and you know.
Okay.
You don't lose your head.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You're not like, fuck you! You know?
Like some people.
like some people,
Like some people, yeah.
We're one of them at this table.
Yeah.
But Gomerit's really confused.
I'm going to give Heaps
Say,
a posthumous glory bonus just for getting slain in such a glorious manner.
Yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
that was super
If you're gonna go, that's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you know, I promised Jade I'd die valorously in this tell her about it.
You did.
Promise me you'll die valorously. Yes. Yes, I will.
Yes, I will.
Well, first she wanted me to kill a bunch of people, and then I had to remind her if she's talking to.
Scale it back a little.
Man.
Yep.
All right, so...
Breaks.
All right, well, just FYI, if you had fled, you would have lost 3 honor, so...
So there we
Oh,
go.
well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Now, the rest of you can flee fine,
What
because you
about
weren't...
me?
Yeah, well, yes, what about you?
What did I do?
What are you doing?
I'm like,
Did you
oh
roll
shit!
prudent
I know he's a
versus-
freaking killing machine.
Yeah, okay.
So what?
Oh, yeah, obviously you wouldn't fight him, he's your king.
No, I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
start
crazy
defending.
about
I'm gonna
him.
start fighting the other Orkneys around.
The Orkneys are running for it, Mordred's,
Good.
like, in the front.
Oh, good.
You know, and even then, Lancelot manages to like get him right across the back. You know, like up and
wow.
down his back.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So
Yeah, no, he's a
Lancelot
killing
is
machine,
like,
so it's like, I'm good.
yeah, Lancelot's entire front is just covered in gore.
Yeah.
His chemise is just like
Yeah, the
clinging
long
to his
hair.
muscular body,
Blood,
and
with
yeah, the long
blood,
hair is.
dripping in blood. And,
And so he gets up to you and he puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Come, cousin."
Of course. I have a trusting +3 to Lancelot.
Uh-huh.
I trust him.
God.
My
Yeah.
trusting is already 17.
Oh,
so
shit.
+3,
Wow.
20.
Okay.
So it's an instant success.
Yeah.
It's like you're opening the door for that guy in The Shining, Jack Nicholson.
Oh, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you open the door for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy. It's
Ah.
terrifying.
Yeah. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about
Don't worry
this.
No, this
Is
is
this,
fine.
is this scaring you? No.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
that's not what it's meant to do. I think I dropped a d20, but I
I
don't.
didn't hear it.
Oh.
It did.
What?
It did drop, but
Okay.
I don't know where it went. All right.
The downside of having a carpet on the
Oh,
floor.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
It fell into
Okay,
an
so
odd
yes,
angle.
no, I'm like, yes!
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna follow him, but I need armor.
Oh yes, yes.
So it's like, of course. So I go with him.
So you get back to the Gannis chambers,
Yeah.
and you find Bors and Lionel and all the rest
Yeah.
already armed and armored.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, they knew it was.
Where's
They
go
heard the
time?
commotion and they figured out what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he looks.
Meaning that they know,
Pretty
like,
Something's up.
Well,
they knew that
something's going-
Lancelot would get caught with the queen.
No, they heard the commotion.
Okay.
Yeah, and
right.
so they figured there was trouble.
was trouble.
There was
Hoopla.
trouble. Yeah, there's hoopla. Exactly. So Lancelot grins at you all.
Yeah.
Says-
Oh, and he's all bloody
Yeah,
and crazy.
a white grin through his gore-soaked face.
Jesus.
And says, "I am encouraged by your loyalty, cousins."
Of course.
What?
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
I must away immediately, and see to my next move here. Look after the queen for me while I'm away.
Wait.
I will return shortly.
We have to do that?
You do if you're loyal.
And what is King Arthur?
Of course we will.
Well, that's the question.
That's a
So,
good question.
Gomerit and Taurinus, what are you guys up to? Where did you flee to?
Well, I think I flee back into the hall where we had the feast.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a sheer trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gomer?
Yeah, and I find you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Holy shit is right.
I want to defend Arthur wherever he happens to be. So where is he?
Good question. And as you are trying to figure that out, Mordred stumbles into the hall.
Oh shit.
Father!
Oh, dear.
Shouting. And he's got blood, soaking his clothes from Lancelot's wound.
Does Lorenzo try to approach him?
Yes, you called.
No. I'm just thinking about the
Oh, right.
speak priest.
Speak, priest. No.
Father!
I have the 22 homage to Arthur.
Oh, nice.
My
Okay,
goodness.
so
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you're doomed. Okay. Yeah, he has a look on his face of pure shock and terror.
Arthur or
Mordred. Arthur's not in the hall.
We don't know about...
So Mordred heads over to the chamber door that he had met with Arthur at before, and is banging on the door.
Just tell me Agravain's dead.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. He had a hand and an arm chopped off.
He bled out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
you don't bounce back from that.
No.
You don't bounce back.
No.
Um,
So he's pounding
he's
at the
pounding
door,
on the door.
but he's pale
Yeah.
because he's bleeding.
He's in shock.
Right, okay. Things have
Looks-
gone much farther than he ever dreamed they would.
Yes.
And quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so now what are the guards doing?
The guards have hustled within to fetch the
Oh,
king.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Gomer kind of wants to follow them to see if he can help.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I want to defend the king.
Absolutely. So you find the door has been locked when you get to it. But you're shouting that as well, that you want to defend the king.
Yeah.
And very quickly, actually, Arthur appears in the door. Gawain is at his side.
Oh. Wow.
Mordred throws himself at Arthur's feet,
Wow.
Oh,
Like he said.
wow.
Wow.
telling him what has happened, demanding his vengeance. From both Arthur and his brother.
What?
You must let me avenge. You must let me avenge the death of our kinsman.
No.
So Gawain just quietly helps Mordred to his feet and says, "Come, brother, you have a terrible wound. It must be tended."
All right, well, I've made my homage Arthur, so I'm going to plead with the king if he requires our assistance.
Yeah, same
We
here.
stand
I don't
at
even
the
need to
ready.
roll. I mean,
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
22 is pretty good.
Yeah.
So the king, who looks rather pale himself, gives you both sort of a wan smile
Yeah, that's all I can muster.
and says, he says, "It's good to know that I still have knights who wish for my safety, and I can assure you that I will tend to everything that has occurred tonight in the most just manner possible."
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's the queen?
That is the question.
That is the question.
Is there anything we could do to help you, my liege?
Arrest the queen.
No,
Yes.
if you see the queen, tell her I'm looking for her.
Tell your wife I said
Oh,
that.
man. Yeah.
No, in fact, he just sort of weakly shakes his head and turns around
dear.
and walks back.
That's so tragic. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's no good.
It's
horrifying.
So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
assuming you all retire for some sleep at this point.
I guess
I'm
so.
hanging out with Lancelot.
Are you really? Oh, that's right. You guys went together.
He said jump. I say how high.
Yep.
Could I
Jump by
sleep
jump
at,
jack.
Arthur's
What?
door?
You jump by jump jack.
Oh, don't say that.
You want to sleep at
Don't say
Arthur's
that.
door?
Yeah, I want to sleep at Arthur's door.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if there's a crowd of people wanting to do
Check your homage for that.
Yeah, is anyone else
Sure.
like defending the king or
Yeah.
gives a crap?
Most people seem to have gotten wrapped up in the unfolding drama, within their own,
Yeah.
idiom. So,
Right.
the next
Is there
morning.
any- Oh, okay, go on. No, go on.
The next morning, you all hear through the grapevine that Arthur summoned a council of his barons, basically at first light.
Okay. Jeez.
Yikes.
The queen was brought to court, her
Was she?
wrists bound by dainty silver chains,
Ooh.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
and with minimal legality and no pomp, the king called the court to order. Mordred was there to state the charges.
Yep.
The king
Mordred
asked,
was there to do that? Ew.
The king asked where Lancelot was to answer these charges. Since Lancelot is not there by feudal law, fleeing from the scene is considered to be an admission of guilt.
Oh, yeah.
After that, Mordred asserted that the queen is guilty of treason. So Lancelot is guilty of murder, and the queen is guilty of treason. She consorted with Sir Lancelot outside of her marriage to the king, and thereby has committed treason. No one comes forward to defend her.
Oh.
Wow.
King Arthur, unable to speak, had the justiciar present read out the sentence, which is death by burning at the stake.
Right.
So, later that morning, Arthur summons all knights present at Camelot to attend a special meeting in the main hall.
Does that include me?
That's you,
Okay.
that's Gomerett, and that's whoever is slowly emerging out of the ether.
Sir Perrin.
Sir Perrin.
Yes, also known as Dewey.
Dewey!
What?
Oh, it's Huey, Dewey, and Louie was the...
Oh, that's right.
That's that I
Okay.
chose.
Oh, you're down to Dewey now?
Yeah, so Louie's next. God knows when we'll see him.
God. In 30 minutes.
I didn't want to say.
I'm calling it 6:01. Okay, so
All right, so 6:31. We're going to see...
6:31. We're gonna see if he's still alive. All right. So, yes, many of you have assembled there. Many roundtable knights are present. You know, knights of all walks and statuses. Leander is conspicuously absent,
What?
I'm with my kinsman.
Conspicuously absent.
as are
Where's
all
Leander?
of the
Yeah, he's a
Decanus
round
knights.
table knight.
He's like a bump on a log. Where could he have gone?
Exactly.
That man can't
Oh,
move.
man moves like, yeah, no.
Are you still on his way here?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe he's listening.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
on his way.
His hover round
Goddamn
broke
flow.
down, and he's
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the hook.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still getting his clothes on.
Leggings on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole chore.
I can't imagine.
That's what Tark is really good at.
Yeah. All right. So
Poor child. That was
Yeah.
the king.
Brad's retired now.
The king enters the hall. The marble and gold filigree seems to be a bit dimmed today.
bad.
Tapestries hang limply.
Oh, this is horrible. This is horrible.
He says, "You all know what occurred. Sir Lancelot will try to rescue the queen.
Oh.
Oh.
I want every knight down in the courtyard to keep him away from her.
Oh my God.
Justice, grim and unhappy as it is, must be preserved.
Wow.
I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
You can make a law roll.
Law. Fail it.
And Gomer, you can make an intrigue roll.
Intrigue? Okay. Where's my... Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Ah, yeah, made it.
Fail. Definitely not going to get another 8 points in intrigue before this guy's done. So.
All right. The way he phrased that seems awfully weak. Saying justice must be preserved.
Oh yeah. No.
He's
Yeah.
saying what he has to say.
Yeah.
Especially since justice is all that is keeping the round table together at this point.
Yeah. No, it's about the kingdom. It's not about the
Yeah.
world.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
You do see Sir Gareth of the Orkneys, though, sort of square his shoulders, like, committing himself.
Yeah.
Others look a bit less enthusiastic. Gawain steps forward and he says, "My liege, I cannot."
What?
So, he loses 3 honor for that. Anyone
Oh my
else who
God.
wishes to refuse can do so as well.
What are
and
they
lose 3 honor.
refusing?
No.
To defend the
To,
queen?
To keep...
Do not defend
Keep
the
not-
father.
protect-
To keep
yeah.
to keep Arthur's justice, right?
Yes, exactly.
Quote unquote justice.
Justice.
And I've got a 16 on Arthur, so yeah.
You're going for
So
it?
Gawain?
Okay. Gawain has taken a vow to defend the sanctity and safety of all women. So,
That's right. So,
he can't participate in something that's going to allow a woman to be burned alive.
Yeah, no, he's right out.
Yeah, he's right out.
wow. Love it.
Damn.
No, don't bother me at all. I'm for it, in fact.
Gareth and Gaheris, the other 2 Orkney brothers, look conflicted. You hear Gareth telling Gaheris, he says, "Brother, we can go. but we need not go armed.
Huh?
As long as we are there, we will be honoring our word.
Ooh.
Oh.
Crafty.
So they won't fight or anything?
Exactly. They'll just be there.
They'll just get
be
killed by
Yeah.
the Gannis Knights
Yeah.
when Lancelot comes a knocking.
Well, they'll stay out of the way, I'm sure.
Select comes a knocking.
That's what's going to happen. I mean,
I don't think his, innocent versus, or non-combatant versus combatant radar is working 100% right now.
that's true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You can make another intrigue roll.
He's on tilt.
Yeah.
All right, I made the intrigue roll.
Okay. Anyone else wants to make it as well?
Oh, intrigue?
Make it.
Oh, nope, missed it.
All right. So Perrin and thank you.
That's right.
And Tyrannus, you both recall that Gareth was actually knighted by Lancelot.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so he may not bear arms against him by the
Yeah,
rules of this society.
Wow.
well, there you have that.
So basically what it breaks down to is you can refuse and lose 3 honor. You can go unarmed and unarmored.
Right.
You can go armored but still resolved not to do anything. Keep yourselves out.
Like defensively.
Yeah. Or just go fully armed and ready to
Rumble.
allow the queen to get burned at the stake.
Shit.
It's pretty clear what Arthur wants, right? He wants
Yes.
her to
He
be
wants
saved.
option 4. So
Okay.
Oh.
You to be
No,
armored.
Arthur wants us to make sure that she gets burned.
She gets.
Okay.
yes, he wants you
Justice.
option 4. He wants you armed and armored and defending
Yeah.
His
law.
declaration.
his declaration.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
Yeah.
How do
The
I roll this
sentence.
out?
So.
What do you have in a more Guinevere?
I have an Amor Guinevere of 17 and an Homage Arthur of 15.
I would oppose the two.
Ooh, yeah.
Which one should I start with? Amor Guinevere?
Up to you.
All right, I'll start with Homage Arthur on my left. Failed.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Amor Guinevere made it. So there you have it.
I have an Amor Guinevere of 18, but that's nothing like a 22. Right?
You can still oppose
You can
them.
still oppose them if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, because
you want
there's
to.
shades of gray here, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I made my Amor Guinevere, and yeah.
Did you roll higher on the Arthur
Yes,
roll?
I did.
Okay.
Okay.
So
There you go.
I'm going to be out there armed and ready.
I have
Okay.
15 just, which may go up again. So, and my Homage Arthur is only 16. Maybe I should oppose just versus Homage Arthur?
Sure.
Okay. So just fails. Okay. Homage Arthur also fails.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's...
It's up to you.
That's conflicting.
Yeah, it's tough in an early point of the character like this.
Prudent.
Prudent.
Excellent. Excellent choice, sir.
I make my prudent.
All right, then.
All right. So since I'm conflicted, I'm going to go, but I'm not going to be armed or armored.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you made your amour, like you made your amours for Guinevere, so then that means
I'm going in my chemise.
like Lancelot was.
Yes.
I like it. It's a statement.
Statement.
Protest.
Yeah.
I'm
So
going in my nightgown.
you're protesting the sentence, basically.
You're like holding
You're gonna do
like
it
a
too?
sign.
No, I'm gonna uphold it.
Justice
You're
for
upholding
Lancelot.
Okay.
And Gomerett?
All right.
Gomerett is
Oh yeah, armed.
armed, but
Ready to-
fighting or not fighting?
Fighting.
Yeah, he's gonna.
You're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
You're for Arthur.
So for
Arthur's
Arthur.
man.
Everything Arthur wants.
that's
I am. going
All
to
things
do.
Arthur.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All things.
All right. Very good.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
So you gather in this courtyard that is normally held for fairs and festivals, but today has a much grimmer purpose.
Yeah.
Yep.
A pile of wood fit for a queen,
Oh, that's awful.
i.e. 10 feet tall,
Damn.
is set up in the center of the courtyard. The stake protrudes another 10 feet above that.
God.
Sickening.
It is
Like,
sickening.
Gomerett.
Oh my gosh, she's going to be fine.
A sturdy set of stairs leads up to a
Really?
small platform.
Man, it's like handcrafted.
Yeah.
Oh, miserable.
You can see that the ties are of silk to ensure her maximum comfort as she's being burned alive.
Oh God.
There are armed guards surrounding the pyre in circles, and then outside of that is the circle of knights. There's about 100 of you in total.
Okay.
Some of you are armed and armored. Some of you are
In the
wearing a chemise.
Are there other chemisards?
No, but a
All right.
significant percentage, like
Okay.
about 30%, have shown up unarmed and unarmored
All right.
as a silent form of protest, and a lot of knights give you kind of an
Give
approval
me the look. All right.
because you're a man of God and they understand what you're saying and what you're trying to get
Okay.
across.
Very well then.
That's good.
Definitely give me some glory for that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so, and Perrin is going unarmored and unarmed?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so the queen is brought out.
Oh, man.
Gomer can't help but shed a tear.
This is my first time seeing the queen.
Oh my god, what a way to see her first. Wow.
There has to be some type of minus something.
Not at all.
Even more...
She's wearing a linen shift. Her hair has been cut short.
Yeah, it's all short. Yeah.
And she still looks good.
Still looks good.
She looks better than ever.
Yeah, still looks good.
Sure, okay.
Yes. Okay.
Still looks good.
Thanks.
I make it.
And you make it. So that's a more Guinevere of...
Oh my god.
25.
16.
Ooh.
All right, that matches
Notable.
my homage Arthur.
Wow.
Let me roll my more Guinevere real fast. I make it.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
So, actually, all of you roll your Amours, please.
Both of them?
I'm not there.
the
You're not there.
The more Guinevere?
More Guinevere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost crit it.
I made it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yes, you all have the same level of reaction, which is faults or not. She is wonderful, and it's sad to see her die this way.
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, she's led up to the top of the stairs by an executioner. A priest accompanies her, reading from a Bible. He closes his eyes and begins to pray, and she is tied to the stake. A shrieking arrow arcs off the top of the lion gate,
Just waiting for that.
leaving behind a trail of green smoke.
Green smoke.
Oh, I thought I was going to hit the guy who was praying over her.
Yeah, it's got gunpowder on it. It starts blowing up all these barrels gratuitously. Someone jumps on a catapult and catapults over the wall.
So the watermelon interacting this.
The executioner sees this and quickly signals to the men below to light the pyre.
Oh my god.
They all immediately puff into little fire pots, making flames and applying them to the oil-soaked wood, which quickly catches. The executioner quickly checks the queen's knots and then strides from the platform without a word.
Yeah.
The priest is still intoning prayers with his eyes closed. In a moment, he smells the smoke, looks around him, and rather comically stumbles down the stairs,
Oh my god.
provoking a few chuckles from
Is
the
it
crowd.
Lorenzo?
Why not?
Yeah.
Louise.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I gotta get out of here. Hacha, hacha, hacha.
Oh, man.
Okay, so black smoke is rising from the perimeter of the wood pile.
Okay.
Suddenly, there is a commotion amongst you all as some of the knights in your group draw steel. Furthermore, a cry is raised from the gate. It's Lancelot!
Oh, shit.
The gate gives way as a column of horsemen burst through the open gates.
Wow.
Riding
column
with
of
them
horsemen.
is Leander. As well as some other Deganus knights.
And the rest.
And the rest. So many of the spectators obviously hurling themselves out of the way as they charge for the massive defenders. We have two unarmed knights. Are you staying out of the way? Stop! Or you just go down like a mannequin in front of
Yeah.
Oh, man.
them. Your arms and legs fly up once.
Out of the way.
Done. All right.
Oh, man.
And Sir Perrin.
Yeah, I'm going to dive out of the way.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is, as you correctly
nice.
predicted, Lancelot is a one-man thresher.
Yeah.
With his eyes rolled back in his head like a great white
Great
shark.
white shark. His eyes are white. I'm viewing him like an X-Men, like white eyes.
Yeah.
Storm.
So I'm gonna roll, and if I get a 1 and 6, you're gonna fall under his blade despite your best.
Very well then.
Sounds good.
So Tyrannus got a 2,
All right.
and for Perrin, I got a 1.
Yes!
What in the frick?
Call it.
It's only been 13 minutes.
614! Yes!
Oh,
I don't believe it.
My mortality knows no bounds.
Meanwhile,
no! What in the world?
I I don't even know.
Oh.
I don't
Magic.
even know.
That's the magic.
Meanwhile, Gomerit, since you are taking position against Lancelot, that's going to be a 4 in 6 chance that you're in his way.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I roll a 4.
Ooh.
So, for Perrin, I'll give you a dex roll to try and evade.
Oh.
Out of the way.
You still have.
Opposed by Lancelot.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I have
god.
a dex of 7.
Okay, it can be done. It can be done.
I make it with a 6.
Great. Excellent. All right, that's opposed by Lancelot's sword skill of...
Of 85.
500.
And so that is a crit.
Yep.
What?
So... Here we go. Well, I rolled lower than last time.
Oh my god.
Did you? It was only my first batch of
Did you roll more than 32?
Well, not yet.
Oh my.
Ooh, that's worse.
Oh, that's much worse.
That's awkward.
That is awkward.
You brought him back from the dead just to kill him again.
40 points of damage.
All right.
Explain
Dead,
why.
63. I would just like to note that this is the first time I've had a character die before I was even done genning him.
Yes, a record has been set before the end of the campaign. Well done. That is...
That's the apex.
On to Sir Louis.
That's right up there with the session where you lost like 4 characters in one session.
Yeah, that was.
There's some epic benchmark set.
Yes.
Well, say hello to Sir Gumrit.
Sir Gumrit?
Sir Gumrit.
All right.
Oh, that's not going to be confusing.
No, or
Can you
anything.
call him anything else?
Sir Louis.
Call him Louis. No?
He will have a parenthetical next to Gumrit.
It's okay, I'm about to die, so you're good.
Oh my god.
Well, you do get to roll. You have a weapon. And you can
okay.
impassion with your homage Arthur. if you
Yeah.
wish.
Okay,
You
I'll
still
do that.
have some.
Oh, of course
Alright,
I
so
made
let's see.
it.
Okay, great. So you get a plus 10 to your sword.
Okay. Which is the bone biter.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Bone biter. So that's going to give you a bonus to damage should you
Oh,
want to
okay.
damage him, but otherwise.
And there was something about my armor. Or
Yeah,
my
it's pretty
shield.
fancy.
Oh, you have a jousting shield, but that wouldn't help
yeah,
you in this
okay.
case.
Not now.
All right.
So.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, just straight up plus 10 to your sword.
Oh, okay. Which is a 10, so.
So. All right.
All right, Gumrit.
20 or less. Got it, I assume?
Yes.
All
yes.
right. So you will get your shield bonus. You made it. And, okay, good.
What kind of good?
Yeah.
Good. Yes, let the blood flow.
Yes.
That seems-
Feel the hate rise within.
Yeah, let the jimmies rustle through you.
Whoa. That's too much for eating.
It
Oh,
was.
we're having too much fun.
We are. She's like, settle down.
Sure.
All right, so 31 minus your armor, you have 16 or 18 point?
I have
16, I think, right?
No, 18.
no 18.
No, do you?
Yeah, I have 18.
Oh, great. Oh, okay, cool. Nice.
Did I buy that, or I forgot what happened? But yeah,
I think it's because you had an inheritance bonus or something.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Something like
diced
that.
somehow to you.
Yeah.
So 18, and then your shield is 24, so you only take a 7-point wound.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
Wow.
Well, this is awkward for Gumrit. Do.
Yeah.
Gumdrop.
And let's see. What's your size?
15.
15, so that's an auto knockdown. So
Okay.
you are bowled over as Lancelot gallops past
The
you.
mannequin.
Arms and legs, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, arms and legs
Like,
fly up. Yeah.
A shield attached. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's right. I forgot his attack trained destrier. Hold
What?
What? None
on. 5 more points.
Okay.
As it tramples you.
As it
Yeah.
tramples you.
An extra little 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Okay, so very good. All right. So meanwhile, yes. So knights are going down left and right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lancelot in his silver armor atop his white destrier
Oh, man.
hews his way through the ring of defenders, and meanwhile,
Like butter.
What is your deal, lady?
That's enough.
Meanwhile, the other horsemen and footmen who were planted amongst the crowd are just wreaking general havoc.
They are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, just pushing people, not really trying to kill
Looting.
anyone. You know, Leander's, like, what are you doing to wreak havoc?
Oh, am I one of the disguised dudes?
Up to you. You can be a disguised dude or a horse dude.
I want to be a horse dude.
Okay.
Always. So
Yeah.
I'm just pushing people out of the way and just creating general chaos, like you said.
Yeah.
Just pushing people
Waving
out
your sword around.
Exactly.
And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very distracting.
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Extra
one guy rides over and cuts through some ropes, securing some barrels.
Exactly, just like any sort of
Yeah. So just general
dispersing people. Yeah.
general foo for all.
The apple cart.
Exactly.
The apple cart. Yes, the apple cart is upset.
Yes, Sam is upset.
Lancelot guides his horse right up the smoking stairway.
Wow!
Oh,
Wow!
What's the horsemanship?
Oh god,
It's like
It's like
30,
insane.
67.
39 actually.
Wow.
Cuts through the silken bonds, holding the queen to the pole.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Scoops her up onto his lap, turns his horse around, bounds down the madly burning pile of wood.
Yes.
With the queen clutching close to
My
him.
God.
He goes galloping back out through the lion gate,
Yeah.
across the corpse-strewn courtyard.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. He's killed the best man.
Oh, man.
I'm picturing that timpani drum.
Yeah. A trumpet blares, signaling withdrawal for the Dianis Knights.
Off we go.
Okay. And so, yes, the clan and allies disengage, and the ones on foot find horses awaiting them and mount up, and you all go galloping away.
Wow.
Off we go.
Tyrannus, from your perspective,
Yes.
having run quickly under some sheltering,
That's right, under the awning.
or into a portico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look up towards the Golden Keep,
That's right.
and you see up on a balcony.
Oh no. What do I see?
King Arthur has been just watching this whole thing.
Yes.
Completely emotionless.
Emotion.
And he just turns and walks back into the keep.
I'm mad about that guy.
Picturing him like freaking, just Citizen Kane style, just dead inside, like.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
I just don't think you should turn around. You should just just go back.
and the doors close behind him.
Shit.
You know, if you look up there every 15 minutes, the king comes out and he goes back in.
Ooh, he's looking through the curtain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a cuckoo clock.
Oh. So
Wow.
the courtyard is left with a symphony of cries of the wounded. Renae, you can roll first aid for your 2 wounds.
Okay.
If you want, as your squire rushes
God, you poor
to
thing.
tend to you.
You did your best.
Yep. That's all anyone can ask.
But yes, many good knights fell dead. Sir Tor,
Sir Tor.
Oh no, really?
Sir Grifflet,
I loved him.
Yeah.
Sir Gaheris,
Oh.
Really?
and Sir Gareth,
Oh
the great defender of the king's justice.
Yeah.
When that body is turned up, a huge cry goes up across the courtyard.
Yeah.
He had friends among every faction. And yes, as you know, he had gone unarmored, saying he could not fight against the knight who knighted him.
Right. That was. Yep.
But he was found with his head cloven, and his brother lays nearby. They had just had the dumb luck of being in the direct path of Lancelot as he rode through the gate.
The irony.
And shortly after, Gawain's agonized cry can be heard coming from within the Keep of Gold when the news reaches him.
When the smoke continues to roil across the courtyard.
Exactly. Yes, the pyre is burning this whole time.
It's still going.
Just throw the bodies on there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what
seriously.
I was thinking.
Otherwise, they're just going to start to sting.
Alright, so I'll assist in that endeavor along with Hospital Joe and Lorenzo.
But I think it's pretty clear this is sort of the end of Camelot when you see all the dead bodies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pyre of Camelot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Let's
No more
see.
wonders.
1,
No,
2,
we've
3,
lost
4,
this,
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
It's just
16,
the contrast of their
17.
names is what's making me laugh.
Hospital
Hospital
Joe
Joe and
and
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
For a squire's first date is
So yeah, some 19
Yeah, okay.
19 knights were slain,
Wow.
Shit.
including a former squire of yours, Jen. I can't remember
Dart?
if she served
Dart?
Tyrannus. No,
Oh.
Gilmere.
Gilmere.
Yeah.
That is tragic.
Sir Damus was another one. So yes.
Wow. It's pretty bad, man.
This is freaking awful.
Oh, my.
So soon after, the order is sent out to the barons to come with their armies for war against the traitor Sir Lancelot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Leander, you ride with your group of knights northwards, bound for Lancelot's citadel of Joyous Guard.
Yes. The queen, and it's all good.
Yep, you've got the queen with you.
That's really an interesting place to be. She's the queen. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Weird.
So, flash forward about a month. The army has mustered at Lincoln. You march north through Malahout. The king of Malahout remains shut behind his walls as the High King's army marches past.
Okay. All right then.
You move through the Saxon counties of Dira and Nohout, and at last assemble around Joyous Guard, where Lancelot has redubbed the castle Dolorous Guard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A siege begins.
Oh my god.
Sir Gawain is now completely over any pretense of trying to mend fences.
Yeah.
The death of Gaheris has affected him
That's it.
greatly.
It's torn
Or
it.
Gareth? Does he care about Gareth?
I mean, Gareth. Well, both. Well, Agravain, Gaheris, and Gareth. But
This
yes,
is bad.
Gareth in particular. His baby brother.
Baby bro.
Baby bro. And so every day, Sir Gawain rides up to the gates of Dolorous Guard and challenges Sir Lancelot to a duel of honor.
Wow.
He has sworn an oath to fight Lancelot until one of them is dead.
Wow.
Wow.
He hurls taunts, legalities, and every other possible kind
Really?
of verbal challenge. And day after day,
Nothing.
the knights of Sir Lancelot, including Leander, watch from the walls.
And just go shrug. No, I don't. No, this is pretty bad.
Yeah. He's just mad with grief is what it is.
So, 15 weeks pass.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Hey.
And they're still
How are
in siege.
supplies?
Yeah.
I know, I hope they have water in there.
Oh, yes, it is a mighty castle indeed.
Okay, cool.
It is situated atop a natural tor, which has its own
Yes.
fresh flowing spring.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And covers about 20 acres.
Beautiful.
Oh, you guys are fine.
That's
We're
sweet.
good.
I
Massive
wanna move there.
80-foot eccentric walls. You know,
Okay.
all the latest in castle building technology.
All
Lovely.
the latest.
He's been working on this for a while, hasn't he?
Well, it's just if he was planning it, you know.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
No,
Well, it's already-
Maybe he wants to be king.
No.
It was already
what
a
I'm
mighty. It was already a mighty castle when he inherited it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the nature of
But,
the castle.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
people have been building up their castles because what else are you going to do with all that income?
Right.
Yeah.
Very true.
Meanwhile, inside the castle, Lancelot seemed increasingly perturbed by Gawain's insults.
Oh, really?
Why is he letting him get to him?
Mainly because
I ask him. Does he tell me?
he says, I feel that they will not leave until we give them battle.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm weighing it.
Oh, okay.
I'm weighing it in my mind.
Well, you should. I mean, what good is it to? For me, this feels like it's still fundamentally his family against ours.
But fundamentally, we are still round table knights.
Right. So you shouldn't be fighting against each other to begin with.
Correct.
So he's calling you out. Why would you honor that?
Correct.
He's going against everything that we stood for or still stand for.
So is he still bound to his oaths, or has he negated those?
By him saving the queen, is that admitting that they were having an affair?
No.
So he's still the amour of the queen.
His position is that nothing ever happened.
Well,
That basically he had been called to her chambers for some business, and that he was merely defending her against a mob of attackers who were trying to bash down the door of her chambers.
right.
In his chemise.
In his chemise.
Well, he had been abed when the messenger came,
Why wouldn't he put his pants on?
because he wanted to be at his queen's side as soon as possible.
Immediately.
He didn't even have time to get dressed properly.
All right. Anyway, I believe him. So that's
That's
neither
the
here
bottom
nor there.
line.
Yeah, I believe him. But in terms of fighting, why is Gawain and
Following that tribe.
hey?
That's pretty bad.
He killed two of my characters.
He's gonna burn.
If it takes it's the last character I have. He's gonna die.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well,
Out of control.
I understand, all that. I believe it. I trust Lancelot.
Mm-hmm.
Honoring Gawain would be... Everything's already in chaos.
Right.
Honoring Gawain's challenge would be going against like the last threads that we have that's keeping our country, this realm together.
He nods, sadly, agreeing, but says, on the other hand, I do not see how this may resolve itself.
Well, if you just fight him, you're gonna beat him. I mean, he's no match for you.
Gawain is a mighty warrior.
He's still no match for you.
Well, it's very sweet of you to say.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm not saying you have to agree with me, but just statistics show that you have...
Look at your statistics over the last 10 seasons versus his statistics.
Do you think this would end it?
I don't know. Gawain has a personal issue with me.
Right.
But I think it goes deeper than that now.
I don't think it would end it.
Is King Arthur there by any chance?
Oh yes, he's with the army.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, if it was the king who was after you, that would make sense.
Yeah.
But it still seems like a challenge that Gawain's doing at a tournament.
But the king has marched with his whole army against me. This is not just Gawain.
Has the king come to parley with us?
No, he is not.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe we should ask to parley with the king and end this.
Perhaps we should.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Quick question.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many round table nights did Lancelot mow through
Oh my god.
to save Guinevere?
Oh, let's see here. Well, in addition to killing Agravain previous night, he killed Tor, Grifflet, Gareth, Gaheris. So he's killed 5.
Wow, and he's balking from killing one more because of his oath, which is no longer valid?
Apparently.
Wow. I call sophistry.
Very good. I like it. I like it.
So, one autumn day, Gawain goes before the castle walls yet again.
Well, here he goes again. I hate you so much.
Basically, he presents the argument that Dave just presented. He says, you so high and mighty behind those castle walls, thinking you're the better knight. You killed 5 of our kinsmen, etc., etc. I have not killed any round table knights, but I will do so readily if it is you. And then
I hate you.
I hate you. I don't even know you,
I
hate you. Exactly. He does single you out, Leander.
Am I I'm like watching?
Of course, you're on the walls, right?
I'm like,
Says, I see you, Leander.
Fist
I
under
see
my
you
chin.
up there every day
I see
looking
you,
down at
bitch.
me. I see you.
what?
Take
What?
my words to Lancelot and tell him those things.
He can hear you. You've been saying the same thing over and over again for months. We want to parlay with the king. We're not talking to you.
Oh, you'll talk to me, all right.
No, anyway, tell the king we want to parlay with him.
Get down here and fight me. If your cousin won't fight me, then maybe you'll fight me. Or are you too much of a coward
I'll
for that?
fight you handily. I have no problem fighting you with my arthritic, decrepit body.
You'll just fall on him and pin him to the ground.
No, but we must parlay with the king. You obviously have a personal issue with Lancelot. So we must parlay with the king. So you tell our king that we want to talk to him, not you. You're not the king.
You take my words to Lancelot. Next time I see you, we're fighting.
I just think you want to fight with anybody. You have plenty of guys down there to fight with.
So he reins his horse around and goes galloping back to the camp.
You didn't hear what I said. Damn it.
Damn it!
He's not listening.
It's a really good comeback, too.
So you're going to tell Lancelot what
Yeah,
he
I'll
said?
tell him what you said.
So that point seems to stick in his craw.
Oh, it does. Finally.
And he says, he'll be sorry. So he stands. To arms, gentlemen.
Woo! It's on!
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Uh-huh. All right, so The Battle of Dolorous Guard.
Well, the snow would start falling before this.
All right.
You're hoping for it.
All right.
All right, so my last character died at 6:14
It did.
p.m.
That's right.
So
What do you want to say? What do you say? You're going to say? You're calling it?
6:44.
What?
Don't get bold and brassy with
No,
that.
you are getting bold and brassy.
It's true, we still have to set up. Okay,
We do.
6:59.
Okay.
6:59?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Bold and brassy.
Let the record show
6:59.
That's right.
Alright.
prior to 7 p.m.
Let it stand.
All right.
Got more period appropriate night there.
Oh.
All right.
Where'd that come from?
I ordered him.
That's cool.
So Lancelot.
Basically.
Because I can't. What? Oh!
Aww.
What did you do to Lance?
Told Lance
Not petty, I
there.
swear.
Alright. And. Forgot to print out some forms, so I'll just pause the recording here.
Passion.
Le
I wonder if that's on
Passion.
Netflix. That soap opera,
No,
Passions.
I would have told you about it already.
Damn it.
You know, none of those are on, and they should be, because boy, oh boy,
Are you
would
kidding
that
me?
people
One
would
Life
be
to Live?
days
That's
of our
my
lives.
jam.
God knows what people would do if soap operas were readily available on Netflix.
Man, people would die from trying to power stream because
Yeah,
you've got about
they would.
8,000
Yeah.
episodes to get through.
They wouldn't eat or
You
drink.
need,
No,
it,
there
it
would be
needs its
death.
own service. It
Yeah.
needs
Oh,
a
you
server,
genius.
Its own thing.
I'm sure that must exist.
Well, they
No,
have,
wouldn't you know about it? Would be on Roku, and I don't know of such thing.
They do
Oh,
things
man,
online,
that's-
like they have a
$1
YouTube
million
channel.
idea.
No shit, it's $1 million
Soap
idea.
stream.
Just also
Soap stream.
Oh,
it
I
happened
like
here
it.
right now. LLC it right.
Trademarking it immediately.
Yeah.
Let the record show this has been recorded, trademarked.
We got
Silk
lots of-
Stream, a registered trademark of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers.
Yes.
That's an odd side venture on our part.
Registeris LLC.
And I'm like,
No, I'm serious. We gotta look into that. I wonder what the licensing would be. I bet it's prohibitive. But
I
still,
bet
you could
it's
get
crazy.
a loan
Well,
for it.
there was a
Yeah.
lot of problems with soaps in general as they started to phase out. In terms of them being on YouTube, and then they had their own like channels, and then those channels kind of faded away.
Oh, really?
I don't know what's still running right now.
It doesn't matter. We go for the
they've kinda
golden era,
dissolved.
like the General Hospital.
Yeah, no,
you
oh my
know?
god, just
Young and
from
the
the
Restless?
beginning.
Young and the Restless.
Yeah,
We go for the golden era, the 80s,
Dallas,
70s.
All My Children.
Well, Dallas is
Yeah,
on. Dallas is on
it
the
is.
National Network, or those types of things.
What
Oh,
about
okay.
Dynasty? What's Dynasty
Oh,
on?
yeah.
I don't know if it's on.
I'd be all over Dynasty. Wouldn't we know about Dynasty?
I think we would be talking about it right
Yeah.
now. But yeah, no, I miss those things. But if
Everybody
Passion-
misses that.
I know, it's sad. It's weird.
You see?
Yeah.
You see how you are?
You see how you are? Okay, let's
right,
pick our
so-
passions.
All right, let's get through this.
This is the
before we
Battle
start
of
going.
Dolorous
I can't
Guard.
really pick Homage Arthur, right?
All right.
Well, now, no.
Hold on.
Yes.
So yes, let's handle that first. So basically, you all are So the two armies are assembling.
Yes.
Lancelot's forces are riding out of the castle and forming up at the base of the Tor.
Damn, I'm torn.
Arthur's army is forming up on the far side of the field. Gawain trots forward and he says, "Sir Leander,
Oh shit! Wait, why?
you
is
and
he,
I have unfinished business
Oh,
before
you know-
this battle starts."
Why is he taking it out on me? He wants to do a practice run before going after Lancelot. That's what I
To
said.
get his blood.
Yeah, that's what I tell him.
If you wish to view yourself as a practice dummy, then I will not prohibit you from doing so.
I think you're the dummy for trying to go up against me.
I think you're the dummy. All right.
Sorry. That's
So
all I got.
you joining him in a challenge or not?
No.
You're not.
Really?
You're turning down the
I'll
challenge.
go. If I
right.
get killed by Gawain, then so be it.
All right.
It's gonna suck, but
I know it
it's
is
honor.
suck.
It's a nation
So
of honor.
love
Yeah.
of family would definitely apply for you.
I don't want to use that already.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't get used for the battle, would it?
No, it wouldn't.
It's,
This is single combat.
All right, fine. Love of Fam Bam is 15.
You know, you could totally use Amajar. Oh, wait.
I hate Orkneys at a 16.
Oh, hey, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, well-
That also works.
All right. Hate. I make it.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
It's 10 to my sword. 31. So 9 or better, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And let me pull up his
Why is he so intent on fighting me? Like, why does he want to exhaust himself so much? That's just my question.
Mm-hmm.
But you know,
That makes you wonder, isn't it?
just curious.
Wheels within wheels.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So you trot up towards each other.
Yeah.
You're, let's see, he's wielding a hammer.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's badass.
Weapons at the ready.
Okay, let's go.
Here we go.
Crit.
Critted as well. D3 damage. 2 to you.
2 to you.
Okay. Here we go.
Crit.
Critted.
I know. Just so tense.
2.
1 to you.
Okay, so that was 2 and then 1. Okay. Oh, just regular success.
Crit for me.
Alright.
Let's see. It is noon, so his strength is waxing
No!
at maximum.
No! No, at noon.
5, 6.
It's great music for this moment.
Yeah.
Tin cans slamming into each other.
Yep.
Peacefully.
You're rolling an awful lot of dice
Yeah,
there,
it's
dude.
quite a
It
musical.
is new.
It's not cute.
It is noon.
It is noon after all. Quadruple bonus.
Well, he gets
Shit.
extra D6s, yeah.
I'm aware. I'm aware. I just get killed by
His hammer
Glenn.
bonus. Alright, hold on. Let me do the math.
Plus 5 plus
Do you have Gothic Plate
2
at this
plus...
point?
No.
You just have 16 point.
Yes, I do.
Alright. Okay, so that's 22 armor, and I actually didn't roll too well.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
So that comes out to 26 points of damage to you.
Oh dear.
Okay, that's not bad.
Alright, what are you at?
Bear with me. Minus how much?
What did I say?
26.
26.
No, I'm fine. I'm halfway there, so...
Wow.
Wow.
I have 35 hit points plus 16. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
So-
That's true.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Now that is an auto knockdown from your horse.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points of damage from that fall.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oof. So I'm at 19 now.
Okay. So he points his hammer at you and says, "Yield."
Shit. Never. I would never yield to an Orkney.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
So he dismounts from his horse to continue the fight against you. His squire comes running up with a two-handed sword to oppose your two-handed sword. All right. So here we go.
Okay.
Let's
Crit.
see.
Thank
Okay,
God.
I'm just impassioning.
Oh, I have to re-impassion?
No, you're fine, but he's
Okay.
got a new weapon here.
Okay.
So he went with his homage Arthur on the first one, but since you said you would never submit to an Orkney,
That's
he
right.
went with his love of family
Oh.
and critted that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So crit.
Alright.
Cool.
1 point of damage to you.
1 to you as well.
And 1 to you, sir.
Crit.
Same. 2 points to you.
2 to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep an eye on your unconscious threshold.
Yeah, my unconscious threshold is... hit point is 9.
9, okay.
Okay. Crit.
Crit. 3 to you.
3 to you as well.
Oh, well.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait, here we go. Okay, 13. Okay.
You're
So I'm
13.
4 away from unconscious.
All right. Just keep getting those crits until you're knocked out.
Did not get a crit.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for jinxing me.
I was
Yeah, you're
smiling just
welcome.
as you said that.
Really?
Did
Yeah.
not get a crit. Blam.
Bam.
Wow, holy
Yeah.
shit. Okie dokie. What the fuck?
See, you're going against God. By killing Leander in this
I
fashion.
think this might be the wrath of God.
You're tampering in God's domain.
God's like, fucking finally, I hated that guy.
Wait a minute.
God cheering you on. There you go, boo. Oh, you got startled by that, didn't you? Oh,
Poor thing.
yes. It's cool. Almost fell in love with it.
Everything's
All right.
cool. Still calculating.
Still counting.
Count.
Dude, I have. what?
Would the mic pick that up, the thunder?
I think probably,
That was
yeah.
very loud.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, outdoor dog doesn't like it either.
No.
Alright, so this time,
No, I'm dead.
yeah, it was 56.
What?
Wow. Oh my
So how does
god.
he kill me? Come on.
Okay, so basically, ooh, with that much damage,
Oh no. This is
yeah,
not right.
he actually just gives you the old baseball swing,
Oh Jesus.
catches you with your sword raised, and just gets you right under the rib cage, and cuts from the rib cage down to the opposite pelvis, and almost completely scissors you in half with the great sword.
Very painful.
Yes.
Is Tark there to comfort me in my final minutes?
You're gonna be alright, sir. You're gonna be alright, as he holds your upper torso. So, yes. The good news, I guess, is that you're dead before you really realize what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true,
No,
though.
it's not true.
No.
It's a lie.
No. The shock wouldn't be enough to just
No.
instantly...
I don't think so.
He's tough.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
There's
in that case...
no compensation.
But I slowly bleed out. And
Yes.
Tark's like,
Yes. Stroking your hair, your blood-flecked hair.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dave's like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
get used to it.
Welcome to the club.
That ain't nothing.
Wow, I got killed by Gawain, like the highest ranking Orkney, really.
Orky.
Yep. That's got a sting.
That's good.
No, it's honorable. I didn't want to be killed by like
Right.
an Agravain or a Mordred, God forbid.
True that.
Alright. Wow. Okay, that's the end of Leander, man.
My
So many
goodness.
maids unmolested. Okay.
That's your final word.
No, it is
The
not.
fact that he went out amidst thunder is like, I mean,
Better.
you can't improve on that.
No.
What a great way to go.
Yep.
563. Oh, damn. Okay. We're getting close.
got 8 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So, meanwhile,
Death by Gawain.
so a great cry goes up from the Deganus lines.
Yeah, they should be upset.
They are very upset. This is it, man. Blood has been shed
Yeah.
on both sides.
Yep.
now.
Yeah. It's
I
real.
like that I'm like the best Deganus that they could have like to be the symbol here. That's so sad. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just being too modest, but it's pathetic.
Yes,
really.
check your modest.
I'm not very noble.
Yeah, but you were 16,000
That's true.
honor, so I mean,
Yeah.
glory.
Pretty notable. Pretty notable.
Kind of a big deal.
Thank you.
All right, yes, you were very notable, Honor. Absolutely. All right,
What are you breaking out, man?
Book of Armies. So,
All right.
meanwhile, there's a battle to be fought.
Damn, I was.
Minion, the girls are counting on you.
Yeah.
Alright, I got you. Do either of you have household knights to bodyguard you?
Oh, yes. Oh, we can do that?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's how I survived.
Yeah, you almost ate it a few sessions ago.
That's right. Household knights. I don't
Living
think
on
I do.
borrowed time. No, in
I've
fact,
got
Tyrannus
Hospital Joe.
is effectively a household
But I got
knight.
Hospital Joe.
That's true. I'll let you sacrifice him if it comes to that.
That would be freaking awful. But
That would be
okay.
terrible. I would hate to see Hospital Joe meet an early.
You and me both.
Yeah. All right. So the lines are formed. You all are in the center. You are under the leadership of Earl Robert
Okay.
in your various capacities.
Okay.
He is himself under the banner of Arthur.
Right.
Okay, so let's see. I'll go ahead and do some.
You all right there?
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
he was gonna challenge my ass and.
Yeah, that was pretty personal, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just watching. I was just looking over the side of the daily
Have
wing
fun.
challenge, right? And then
What's up?
5 household rights.
All right, good job.
Yeah, just move my shit out of the way.
it's okay.
Inherit them.
Okay, so
Oh, very nice. How many you have?
5.
Jesus. All right, so you're gonna make it.
Well, oh no.
We'll find out.
I just said that out loud. Oh, I don't believe I did that.
So if we get like a party wipe tonight, does Jay just come back next week?
Yes, she's the only one. Gonna come.
well, actually, I realized, and I told Jen this earlier. She actually has 2 other backup characters left: Earl Robert
Oh shit! Yeah.
and Sir Gondryn's his son.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Oh wow.
Pretty amazing.
kind of forgot about that being Wolfram's line. but-
Wolfram's son is Earl Robert, so
Yeah.
So she's got backups.
I'll be
Okay,
back.
good.
I love it. That's so great.
All right, so first charge intensity is actually a 0, so it's going to be an auto success for your fearless leader. And he makes it just fine. So the enemy unit.
You need a battle buddy?
Yeah, why don't you come on over?
Yeah,
All right, so it's
cool.
knights versus knights.
All right.
What can I do?
I don't know. I'll let you know. Bring a chair over.
Color commentary.
Over there?
Color commentary.
Wow, they're really
I'll just sit here, I
they're really
don't
putting
care.
it down out there right now.
Alright.
Yeah, just
pitch.
heckle the others
I'm not gonna
in
heckle
your
them.
capacity as a Deganus ghost.
No, the Gandalf goes.
Yeah.
None of them are for the Orkney. You guys aren't for the. Oh, you guys.
Well, it's a little gray at this point.
It
Yeah.
is. It's kind of
You'd
weird.
really say that.
Bit of a
again.
gray area.
Indeed, it is.
Indeed. Alright.
All right, so it's knights versus knights. So there's no modifiers other than passions.
Okay.
So
Ready. Got 'em.
obviously, yep, homage Arthur would work.
Oh,
Yeah, we got
Sir
that.
Arthur. Yeah.
If you have a hate of the Deganus, that could work.
I wish.
Yeah, well, you can always generate one.
Huh?
Oh, I was just saying, they could always generate one.
Eh, they haven't done really anything. I mean, they did some pretty shitty stuff, but I wasn't there for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so Taurinus,
Yes.
how are we
now?
doing?
What am I doing?
Right.
Rolling your lance skill,
Okay, well, first I'm going to impassion.
right?
That means I must overcome my Fey passion or make my Fey passion.
You have to make your first passion and then roll Fey and hope you don't roll higher than what you just rolled on your first
Why
passion.
can't it just be? All right. 12,
Okay.
16,
Well, what's your Fey?
14.
So you failed your
So I
Fey.
failed, so
Yeah,
that's
so
good.
you're fine.
All right. Okay,
You're
excellent.
fine. So you are impassioned.
Here we go.
That's right.
Crit!
Wow! Nice. I missed my roll entirely, so you'll be getting some extra glory for that. And go ahead and roll double horse damage.
Ah, yay! Whoa! Pips galore!
Oh no.
This is a
Coming out fighting.
this is the garrison. This is the household garrison of the castle. So they're
52.
Whoa!
Oh, son. Whoa.
all right.
Yes.
So whoa there. Now these are household knights. Do you want to kill them or ransom?
No, dead.
Dead. Okay.
You're dead to me.
52, you say?
Yes!
Okay, wow. So you joust one down like it's a tournament,
Kaboom.
except now he's dead.
It's a blood tournament.
It's a blood tournament, exactly. All right, Gomrit.
I crit.
Okie dokie.
Yay.
And let's see, I just got a 1 on that. So go ahead and roll double horse damage. What do you
Horse
roll?
damage.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 16d6, really?
That is it.
Yeah.
Plus 1d6 melee. Does this count? No.
This would not count. in
Oh,
this
okay.
case. Yeah.
Here's some more.
16 is not enough for you. You're going to want
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
This is 8. This is 8.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a.
Ask for every advantage you can get.
You want that.
Does raise traffic coverage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Wow.
Here we go.
Boom. Lots of ones. All right. All right. 11, 12, 14, 17, 19, 22, 23, 25, 6, 35, just 36.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
That is
Still
a lot.
enough
That
to
was-
take your man out.
Quite a few ones, yeah.
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 Still enough to take your man out. Do you want to capture him for ransom or kill him?
What's the benefit of the ransom?
You get money.
You get money.
No.
Just money and.
But these are like household nights, so it's not going to be a
It's
whole
not going to
lot.
be long.
One Libra.
Oh, okay.
These are like
Exactly.
errands, you know.
That sounds like a lot of extra trouble.
It does,
Yeah.
doesn't
And
it?
So-
you lose a squire.
You would
Yeah.
lose a squire.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or household night, yeah.
Yeah.
Kill him.
Kill him.
Kill him. Okay, and Gomrit?
Gumrit.
Gumrit?
Gumrit.
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 I'm
Okay.
Gumrit.
Lightning.
I
More
crit.
lightning.
Okay, regular on me.
Okay,
so.
well, I think our bet is up. So you're doing good. Wait, yeah. Dang.
Oh,
All
goodness.
right. 10,
Portentous thunder.
Yeah.
20,
I arranged for this. And
30,
Oh,
yeah.
that's very nice of you.
Well done.
I was building a weather control machine.
45.
Oh, all right.
45.
Nice.
Okay.
That's what that thing is in the side.
Yeah, you know, you may experience some mild tumors
God.
after this, but
Okay.
Look at you.
35, you say?
Yep.
Okay, great. So capture or kill.
Kill.
Okay.
45, sorry.
45. Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really kill.
Even
Yes. Kill, really kill.
Deader. Cadaverific.
Okay, great. So move your token forward 2 zones.
Enemy second rank. Plus 10.
That was a triumph.
Woohoo. Great job.
Okay, so opening army intensity. So yes, basically, even though the Deganis Knights have assembled, it's almost like their hearts aren't in the fight.
Squire rolls, everyone.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So you roll your squire's age.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget if you haven't
Uh-oh.
aged him up this year.
But I think probably just I forgot to roll up a squire.
So
So you'd be
default is 15.
15,
right?
yeah.
14 actually.
14. Oh, okay.
Okay. So I lost him, right?
So you got separated, and he is back at base camp now.
Thanks. Okay.
So you won't be available for first aid kind of thing.
Indeed.
I see.
Once you replace your weapons.
Yep.
I've got these household knights hanging around.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
very
guys.
true.
Yeah.
Just take one of their squires.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So with the with that devastating first charge, the Deganis resolve seems to redouble.
It does.
Oh yes,
Crikey.
they remember themselves. They're knights. They fight for honor.
All right.
And so now they're giving it as good as they got. So, you see some battle rolls. Say there, battle buddy.
Yes, what?
Go
What?
ahead and
Hi.
give me... Hi! Go ahead and give me a roll for Earl Robert
A d20?
of his battle skill, please.
What is it?
Just
What's-
roll it.
Yeah, roll it and I'll let you know.
I rolled a 7.
Is he impassioning?
On his battle, I don't know. Up to you, Earl
Yes,
Robert.
sure, he will.
All right.
So he impassions, and then
So
Well, I made my passion.
So you made your passion.
And I crit.
Probably. His battle's 18, so it would be at a 28. Would you
I
roll?
rolled a 17.
yeah, it's
Roll
a
17, you're good. All right, so you crit the battle roll. I critted the battle roll as well. Things happen.
Boo hiss.
Okay. I really need to check and see if this PDF has been updated to actually have bookmarks in it.
No.
701.
All right.
Oh, you lasted out the predictions.
Yeah.
All right.
Just to screw with you.
Yeah, exactly. It's to give me false hope.
As soon as you start to relax just a little bit,
Yeah.
Yep.
it'll come back and bite you in the ass.
Yeah, once I lose this tension, all of a sudden it'll just be, it'll be game over for Sir Louis.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
All
what it's about.
right.
Just messing with your head.
Okay, let's see. On a tie. Okay, there we go. 57. All right. So we've got opportunity. Okay. Oh, ooh, Army Commander.
What?
Well. Interesting.
Oh dear.
All right, so So yeah, you are near to Arthur.
Yes. This is
And
exciting.
Lancelot's banner is near to you.
Wow. We're in the crux of it.
You are in the crux of it. Absolutely. So Arthur orders a quick, spontaneous charge to try and take down Lancelot.
Okay.
Okay?
Here we
so
go.
Yeah, here we
basically-
go.
Yes,
Charge.
exactly. So you all will be riding in to try and open the way for Arthur to get to Lancelot.
All right.
Oh my.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Made my passion.
All right.
Go, man, go.
Okay. Let's see.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yes, I made my honor.
Okay. So, let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah.
See now.
All right. So he's got his bodyguard of knights. Okay. So you guys are going to charge in. You're all impassioned.
And how?
And how? All right. So, of course, when I say charge, I'm just using it in the lowercase c sense. So you can use a weapon of choice on this. Apply your passion bonus to.
Thank you.
Still spearing it.
Okay, so you ride in, and here we go. We'll go with Dryness first.
Yes, I critted.
You critted.
I critted.
I did not. So roll your double damage.
Yeah, it's not good. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. 37.
37. Okay, let's see here. He's got. Okay, that's still enough
Okay.
to take him out. Great. And Gomerit.
I crit.
Okay, great. I did not.
Okay, so. Oh, horse damage?
Double
Again?
damage?
Double regular damage.
Double
Regular,
regular.
okay. Which is. 10. Okay. 4, 6, 8, 10. Here we go. Okay, only 2 ones this time.
Good.
8, 14, 17, 22, 8, 28, 35.
35.
Nice.
Not quite enough to take him out, unfortunately.
Oh,
Boo.
And Gomerit.
All right. Not a crit.
What'd you roll?
14.
I got a 10.
All right.
Okay, regular damage.
Not enough to get through armor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Less than 16.
Oh.
Okay, wow.
That's what you get for 5d6.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So,
Not a triumph.
got 2. Not a triumph, but that's all right.
No.
Oh, it's raining.
Hello, here comes the rain.
wow.
Well, we beat all of the people. Wasn't that a triumph? Even if we
You did beat them. Yes, it is actually technically
Did
a
beat
triumph.
them?
Yeah,
but
we all beat
I
our
thought you had-
opponents.
Right,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not like.
We just didn't kill them all.
It's technically a triumph,
Still
but you didn't
stabbed
kill them all.
Yeah.
So basically, you're still fighting them as Arthur charges forth to engage with Lancelot.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
So Arthur is raining blows down upon Lancelot
Oh man.
with
It's incredible.
Excalibur.
So they are fighting. They're fighting like
Force, yeah.
hardcore.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
he is shearing Lancelot's shield
Yeah.
and cutting through his armor. Lancelot, you note, is fighting defensively.
Yeah.
Ooh.
At this point, Sir Bors rides in to ride to Lancelot's rescue.
Really?
He gets Arthur on the side with his lance and unhorses him.
Oh.
He leaps upon the ground and pulls off his helmet. He's holding a stiletto to Arthur's throat. Looking up at Lancelot, he says, "Shall I end this war?"
Whoa.
Lancelot says, "I would never sanction a blow against my king. Spare him." The king rises and says, "You are the most noble knight, Sir Lancelot." He turns and limps slowly away. Like a ripple effect, the battle ends as knights lay down their arms,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
and Lancelot summons his army back into the castle.
Wow.
Why'd I have to die for that? Sorry.
You look
Sore
on your
loser.
face. Oh.
Like, hey.
Hey.
You didn't even fight for more than 2 hours.
It's our Leander.
Dun, 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 dun.
My pride got the better of me, even in death.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, wow. Anyway, no, but wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So,
Holy smokers.
following morning, King Arthur summons a council of war to decide what to do now.
Okay.
At this point, a messenger arrives at camp. He is the former Bishop of Rochester.
Huh.
He's now coming in his capacity as an envoy from the Pope.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Pape.
You all assemble.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo sent word. Yeah, Lorenzo. Il Pape. Mamma mia. So, you all assemble outside the royal tent. Arthur comes out.
God.
The envoy reads a papal bull demanding that King Arthur accept his queen back and make peace with Lancelot.
Oh.
The
Wow.
Pope is saying
Pope.
Yeah, you've been at siege for 16 weeks, so there's been time for word to get there and back.
this? Oh my gosh.
It threatens to place all of Britain under papal interdiction if the king does not agree.
Uh-oh. They may not want that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Arthur agrees that this is a wise and sensible thing to do. The barons and round table knights assembled listen and agree to this course of action.
Okay.
All except Gawain.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough to kill Leander.
Nope, not enough.
Sir Gawain says that the king
Butthurt.
Sir Gawain says that the king ought to take Guinevere back, but that he should never make peace with the wicked Sir Lancelot, who slew the good Sir Gareth and the good Sir Leander. Defied the king.
Wait, Lancelot?
I mean, sorry, not Leander, sorry. Sir Gareth.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm getting confused on the factions myself.
I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Defied the king and brought war to Britain.
Okay.
So after a bit of attempted argumentation from the bishop, who can't sway Gawain, Arthur says he will agree to the first part, but not the second. The bishop says he will take this offer to Sir Lancelot.
What? The bishop's going to take the offer to Sir Lancelot. All right.
King Arthur gives command for the army to withdraw to Carlisle, where he will await word. The army marches south, then turns westward along the road toward the remnants of Hadrian's Wall. And so you wait, wishing you had extra blankets at this time of year,
Yeah. Seriously.
as the peasants drive the pigs in from the woods.
Jeez. Misery.
A couple weeks pass, the peasants are now bringing in the crops. The bishop...
Crops? There's crops.
Oh, there's crops.
Oh, very good.
Oh, there's crops.
Yay, there's
Yeah. There's been crops for a while now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
croppage.
Croppage. The bishop returns with word, finally, that Lancelot will return the queen in 8 days. 8 days later, a procession of 100 knights clad in green over their armor, each bearing an olive branch, approaches Carlisle.
Wow.
They escort 24 gentlewomen, similarly clad, riding side saddle on anglers,
Clever.
and 12 gentlemen on coursers. Amidst them are Sir Lancelot and Queen Guinevere, both clad in white and gold.
Wow.
Jesus.
Classy.
That's super classy.
At the Royal Hall in Carlisle,
Classy.
At the Royal Hall in Carlisle, the pair approach the enthroned king with heads bowed,
Oh my goodness.
and they kneel low.
Oh my god.
The king says nothing, and the silence is long and heavy. At last, Sir Lancelot looks up and rises, helping the queen to her feet. At this point, Lancelot launches into his speech, repeating the same arguments that he had given to his kinsman. That he is clean, that the queen is clean, in his words. Asserts that if anyone thinks otherwise, he should say so now, so that Lancelot may defend his word man to man in combat.
We need to start that all over again.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Just a one-trick pony.
He explains why he kidnapped her. He is her champion, and that is his job. In any case, claims she was innocent the night they were attacked, and that she was simply defending her and defending his name, being called a coward and a traitor. Gawain interjects, "They called you right."
Uh-oh.
Boy, Gawain's really.
He's really into it.
flaming.
Lancelot says the quarrel has proved they were not right.
Huh.
Actually.
Count it.
Okay.
Arthur's been silent up to this point, but he says, "You had no right to treat me this way."
Oh.
He's saying this to
Lancelot.
yeah.
I gave you everything over and above every other knight in the world.
Yeah.
Lancelot then launches into a litany of all he has done for King Arthur and also for Gawain.
That's true. He's done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Although his stuff directed at Gawain is framed mostly as jibes and shady commentary.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Huh.
Like I did all the things you couldn't do.
Oh boy.
Gawain, after this, Lancelot ends by saying he hopes to have the friendship of the king.
Right.
Gawain turns to the king and says, "You may do as you will, my lord, but for me, I will be Lancelot's foe to the day one of us dies.
Okay.
He has killed 3 of my brothers, 2 unarmed and traitorously."
Okay.
Lancelot sighs deeply, appearing truly sad. He says, "I am the most miserable. It is true that men fall from the highest to the lowest as fortune's wheel turns." Gawain says, "Stop talking, please."
Oh my god, it's amazing.
The king and I have agreed that you have 15 days to be in Britain, and after that you'll be treated as the criminal you are and hunted down and killed.
Wow.
"Then I shall," says Lancelot. "But understand, Sir Gawain, that if your uncle comes to my lands, I will endure, but if you come with accusations of treason, I will have no restraint." Gawain says, "Do your best. We will find you in France soon and break your strongest castle over your head."
Wow.
Oh my god.
Lancelot responds, "No need. Come and we will meet in the fields." Gawain says, "Stop talking and deliver the queen. Your time is slipping away." Lancelot turns to the queen and says in a loud voice so everyone can hear, "Madam, now I must depart from you and this noble fellowship forever. So I ask you to pray for me and say well of me. And if you are troubled here by any false tongues, just send me word and I will come once again to defend you." He kisses her hand. "Now, let us see if there is anyone in this place who dares to say the queen is not true to King Arthur. Let whomever thinks this speak now, or else forfeit his chance to say otherwise."
Ahem.
No one speaks.
Oh no.
Lancelot departs, leaving the king and queen together, and many sad faces in his wake.
Yeah.
So, true to his words, Sir Lancelot and his kinsmen hire ships, load whatever they can onto them, and then sail to Benwick.
Wow.
Fortunately, Sir Leander is not among them.
No. Ooh. The winery and everything. Oh well.
So, the queen is back at court, and that is a good thing.
Hair's starting to come back in.
Yes, growing her hair out. Suddenly the bob is very fashionable.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Actually, probably the wimple is even more fashionable since she's wearing that all the time. The 2 feuding clans are no more. The Orkneys remain. The Deganis are gone. Many of the worst troublemakers are dead.
Except one.
Indeed.
No word from him for a while.
Where was he with all this?
He was basically... Basically, the king appointed him as regent in Camelot while he was departed. So...
Somehow I think he let that go to his head.
So as I mentioned before, we were apt to run a little long tonight because I want to get through the next year. The next year is somewhat perfunctory. 563 was the big year. So I just want to kind of knock 564 out because it's not a huge eventful year. And so if y'all don't mind, let's do a winter phase.
Okay.
All right.
We'll do a quick style.
Radio.
All right, so everyone go ahead and roll your checks.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have any more checks.
Oh no.
But only my finishing glory.
What's an
right?
11 on the aging table?
11 on the aging table is
shit.
3, I think. Yeah, 3.
What the heck?
Yep. 2 points of size, 1 point of strength.
How old is Gummerit?
He is
21.
41.
Oh, wow.
okay.
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 Yeah.
Oh no. Okay. And that one.
Yeah, he was gemmed at the same time as Heaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Not many checks. No.
Okie doke. Economics. While you were all away, King Brian of the Isles launched an extended raid on the Southlands.
Oh,
Good job,
terrific.
everyone.
Terrific.
Targeting Devon, Hampshire, Salisbury, and Sussex.
No.
So all of your incomes are reduced by 3, should you have any. Okay. Stable rolls.
Yes, I made it.
Sweet horses 5.
Yep.
Okay. Any marital attempts?
Yes.
As the clock winds down.
Yes.
Gumrit wants to approach Glorel.
Yes.
Of course,
Yes.
of course. So give me a courtesy roll for that,
Is
please.
she married?
No.
No, she's married.
Oh, she's not?
No.
Oh, okay. I mixed her up with someone else.
Fail.
Fail?
Oh, could I imagine it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, with your more, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Okay, made that. And
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Plus 10 to your.
You thought the better of it.
You like drafted one letter and realized it was
Yeah.
crap.
No,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? I'm gonna think about this a little more.
Yeah.
Review your game a little bit.
Yeah.
My lady, I fear the end is near. Won't you marry me?
Oh, wait.
All right, so you get her glory for that. There you go, and that entitles you to a childbirth roll.
Oh, wow. Way to consummate.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get right in there.
She turned 21 this year.
Aw.
Yeah.
And she is 21, yeah. Same age.
All right, no time to lose on that.
Oh, yeah, here we go. 20.
Great. Child born.
Oh, oh, good.
And it's a son.
All right. Okay.
Good work.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Very well.
Great.
All right. So, great. On to training and practice.
And I'm going, I want to name him Arthur after.
Oh my God.
Get a load of
That's
you.
sweet. I like
Get a
that.
load of you.
No, it's good.
Hey, 22.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm at a 16.
I'm gonna live forever. All right.
Oh, I'm a director.
All right. Yeah. So training and practice.
All right, done.
Got it. All right. Let me tally up some glory.
What are you're just going to hang out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next session too. I got nobody else. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how much glory I got from getting killed by Gawain
Yeah.
In front of everybody.
in front of everyone.
Mm-hmm. That's what they call glorious death.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
more lightning flickered. It's a big one.
Oh.
All right. So Hebes got 130 posthumously. Perrin got nothing.
Oh.
Gummer got 25 plus your battle. Let's see, you're in 2 rounds of a large battle. That's 240.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, it gets divided, doesn't it?
No, it's each.
Oh, wow.
So, 25, 265.
365?
Okay.
And then, all right, so Gomerit,
Oh.
not Gummerit.
Oh, you're Gumrit. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's getting confusing.
Okay, Gomerit, or Gomerit, if you will, got 755.
Wow.
Not your marriage, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Taurinus got 371.
Nice.
And Leander got 1,032.
Whoa.
Kaboom.
Did you produce any offspring?
No.
You didn't.
Not that survived.
None that survived. Oh, that's so sad.
So my glory is 17,283 final.
Wow. Well done.
Yeah, I didn't produce anything. I mean, maybe there was one rando child, maybe, but I think they're all dead.
No, I think they did die. You had one son, I remember. I just couldn't remember if he survived or not. But
No, he died.
he died in the Yellow Plague, or
Yeah.
just child
Just
survival.
in general. I think he just died.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yep.
So yeah.
Shitty.
Yep.
Yep.
No errors.
Okay, so we've got Taurinus and Gomerit and Gummerit. Son son of a bitch.
Excuse me, I had Gumrit before she had Gumrit.
Oh, is that what this is about?
That's true. That's true. He did piss on that one first. So, excuse me.
Excuse me, that is my fire hydrant that you're standing on there.
Oh my god. Oh, I love this thunder. I couldn't have asked for a better way to do it.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay, so the winter passes as an international expedition is arranged
Wait, what? Why?
Yes.
to break
Whatever.
Lancelot's strongest castle over his head.
Off we go.
Ah.
So a large number of Round Table knights have departed Britain with Lancelot. But they did not quit the Round Tables, nor have their names disappeared from their chairs. King Arthur has chosen to maintain their places of honor in anticipation of an optimistic resolution of this feud.
What a dreamer this guy is.
Yeah.
Some may say he's a dreamer, but he's not the only one.
He's the only one.
He's still, I don't know, Gomrit over there. He's
He's the only one.
still holding out.
Yeah, do
That's
it.
true, actually.
Totes.
So away with Lancelot are Lionel, Bors, Ector Damaris, Blamor, and then
Blamable.
Sir
blah.
Ray, and a bunch of others.
And the rest. Not Leander.
And the rest.
Not Leander.
But not Leander.
Nope.
Okay. So, Gawain is still swearing vengeance upon Lancelot.
God, this guy.
I know, he can't get rid
You
of
can't
it.
let it go.
He can't.
No.
You can all make intrigue rolls.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I made it.
I did not.
I made it.
All right. Gomrit, you have heard that the king and queen are living in separate quarters and rarely spend private time together.
Yeah, well, I sort of assumed that. Yeah.
Chill.
Their public appearances are a model of formality and practicality.
Of course.
But it looks like the queen's best handmaidens went away with Lancelot, judging from her clothes these days.
Snap.
Oh, her clothes.
The shade of it all.
Wow. Seriously, that is super shade.
Meanwhile, Taurinus, you have heard that Mordred is basically lamenting that his father had not listened to him before. Saying if he had only listened to him, this would not have happened. But that it is not surprising that the rot had set in so deep.
This guy is poisonous.
And that now these
Poisonous.
He is.
and that now these vile murderers will suffer for the blood of his brothers and the insult to his father.
Okay.
He's still
However,
not-
he will be staying behind as regent.
Oh, right,
Yes,
of
he will
course.
be, yes.
You know,
Yes.
might as well.
Supervise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got this.
That's
So
his style.
that brings up the question: none of you are Round Table knights,
That's
so
right.
you are not obligated to sail with Arthur. You may stay behind if you wish, and if you do,
Yes.
you may choose your factions, or
Oh.
you may sail with Arthur and participate in the siege and war against Lancelot.
I like Arthur, but I mean, yeah, I don't really see a point in
Right.
attacking an exiled knight.
Okay.
That's a
he's
really
already
good point.
been
Okay.
exiled, so yeah, I'm going to stick around.
Well, no.
Yeah, I don't see a point either, but whatever Arthur says, I
Yeah, that's a pretty high homage.
You want to
Yeah,
sit at the
yeah.
table.
All right.
I'm on
Gomert's
that
sailing. All right.
Also sailing.
And Taurinus is sailing as well.
Right, we can
Okay.
hang out. Is what Gomrit said.
And Gumrit, are you making any efforts to buddy like your brother Hebes did with the Orkneys, or
As your brother famously did.
yes?
Yeah, he saw what happened to Heaves, so he's not going to be going in that direction.
Okay.
Or
All right.
rather, he saw what was left of Heaves,
Mm-hmm.
which wasn't much.
No.
Do you think Heaps even understood what happened? Like, he was so drunk.
He was really
Yeah,
wasted.
He was.
I imagine that, just
His last
because it
words
was-
were, "I'm going to live forever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because it was one of my characters, I imagine that in like the final second of his life, he had this brief moment of clarity where he saw exactly where he started going wrong, and regretted it in that moment. That lasted
Instantly.
forever.
Oh.
His last thought was, "Look at your life. Look at your choices."
Wow, that's
Okay. Well,
It's pretty dark.
so Taurinus and Gomer sail for the continent, and we will address your time there presently.
All right.
However, some months pass back in Lobers.
Yep.
Now,
Regent and his
this family, you have land in Salisbury, do you? Or where are you from? Where do you hail from?
This one
Are you
is
London-based?
land in Salisbury.
Salisbury. Okay. Couldn't
This
remember.
one.
I know, right?
Detachment.
Couldn't remember if that was the London family or not.
No. That was Caligaris.
It's a great.
That was a carrot spicy one.
Yeah.
R.I.P. All right. So life under Mordred the Regent goes normally.
Yeah, I wonder how that goes.
You know.
Someone's got to stick around and watch, Arthur's stuff for him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Earl Robert has stayed behind as well. He's an old earl at this point,
Yeah.
and his son Gondrins did sail with the army, but Robert has remained. So life goes on, and months pass. Word comes back that the main army of Arthur has laid siege to the castle of Benwick.
He said he was going to meet him on the field.
Yeah, he did.
What a liar.
And then
He was on fire.
Oh my god.
and then terrible news
Whoa.
comes back from
News.
across the channel.
Oh, what's this?
The king is dead.
What?
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait,
There was a great battle at Benwick, and King Arthur and Sir Gawain and the rest of the Round Table Knights were slain.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
What the
I'm glad I didn't really have any friends among the Round Table Knights.
What in the hell?
You guys aren't Round Tablers, you're fine.
What does this mean, though?
Yeah. So can you just look at the round table and see the words?
But
The whole round
There's a
table
big butt here.
Explode.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Spinning.
there's a big bump.
So the grief is terrible.
Yes.
The mourning is great. What would you like to do?
Man, yeah, I'm gonna... God, I don't even know. I'm gonna see how Robert's holding up. He's been around the longest.
He is. He's one of the what they call the what did they call them?
OG.
I mean, if Kinrain was around, I'd check him out, but I mean...
Yeah, Kinrain's kind of like a giant hovering question mark at this point.
Yeah, no one knows where that guy's at.
He's one of the eager barons. He was one of the first ones to swear fealty to Arthur.
Yeah, so
While there was still a lot of
Back in
shit
the
talking.
day.
I'm gonna see how he's doing since he was,
I remember that.
steadfast for Arthur.
Indeed. So you find Robert. He is holding court at Duplain Castle this time of year, and he is strangely resolved. He does not believe the news.
Okay.
He says all we need to do is ride to Camelot and look upon the seats at the round table.
Right.
If the news is true, then the chair, the chairs will be blank.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
So come, young knight, ride with me.
Let us make all
Wait, no,
haste.
you're 40.
Yeah.
Come, middle-aged knight, ride with me.
Well, it's relative. To him, he's young.
Yeah.
That's
he is
true.
young.
I'm
This
still like half his age, right?
Yeah.
So you're a whippersnapper.
he's 72. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're good.
yeah. So you ride for Camelot.
And that's the music that's playing.
He's a writing.
Hey man, I've got one hell of a loyalty for him. It's 1 point higher than Arthur, so
Ooh.
yeah, it's probably why I stay
something.
home.
That's something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you arrive in Camelot. Black flags fly from all the flagpoles and drape from all the
This
battlements.
is not good.
All the residents are wearing black. And you arrive as Mordred is holding court.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
gosh.
Oh dear. I don't care for that.
So he says, I have consulted with members of Parliament, and they all back me on my decision. With the realm in need of defense, I have decided that I shall assume kingship of these lands, being Arthur's natural-born son,
Wait, what?
as has been established.
Oh, what?
Yeah. The hell?
We can expect an invasion from Sir Lancelot and his French allies any day now.
What?
I will summon my armies as quickly as I can.
Sorry, Leander's ghost is angry.
The very stones cry out.
Yeah, what?
I also intend, as is only proper by ancient laws, to take the widow Guinevere as my wife.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Tonight.
He's so gross.
It's a symbolic thing.
Yeah.
It's about the land.
The queen is standing by.
Oh, God.
She is
right there.
dressed in black.
How does she look? Yeah.
She looks very grim.
She threw
Yeah.
Just right through the veil. Just
Projectile vomiting.
Yep.
That image in my head.
I see it.
The queen steps forward. She says, "My lord, I agree to your request. However, as queen, I must insist on a wedding fit for a queen.
Oh.
I must
That's
away to
right.
London,
That's right.
where I will purchase the things I need for a suitable gown and other things needed for a wedding."
How old is she?
She
She
is...
has 75.
Boy.
She is.
Yeah, she's like in her 60s, I think.
All right.
All
Yeah.
right.
I'll check here, but...
Just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So she is 69, dude.
That's your mom. Second week in a row with that joke.
So Mordred hesitates, and she says, "Nothing else will make me happy."
Oh.
And then he says, "Then you shall."
So,
And he
like, how
smiles
old is
with his mouth, but not with his eyes.
Holy Oedipus complex, Batman.
That's creepy.
So at this point, Robert leans forward and he says, "Go with her and make sure she's safe."
As you wish, my lord.
As thunder crackles overhead.
Yeah, perfect.
This sounds ominous, my lord. Would you like to send some more knights or less?
He says, "Mordred is bound to send his own men. I want someone who's not,
An outsider.
yes,
I
not
will.
sworn to him.
I'm sorry. It's Leander's ghost.
He wants an outsider." No, you can provide the color commentary.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah.
It's coming from the stones.
Yes.
The stones. It's a stone.
Stones.
The stones are speaking.
Yes, I will.
Happens. What?
I will be your agent in this, my lord.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Very good. Very
So,
good.
sure enough, Mordred appoints 7 other knights that are loyal to
Yeah,
him.
7. Really.
So it's an entourage of 8 knights. Entourage. So you ride with the queen and her handmaidens to London.
Okay.
You ride straight for the White Tower on the Thames.
Well, that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
You can see that the Mordred's knights are riding like very close in on both sides the whole time. You know, during the overnight, you know, it's a 2-day ride. So during the overnight stay at Winchester, you know, they hardly let her out of their sight.
Yeah.
She
It's
can get
closer to
no
like a
relief.
prisoner escort. Than
Of
a-
course.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's horrible.
So she enters the White Tower, saying, "Steward, summon the Castellan of this castle."
Oh, God.
The Castellan appears.
Yes.
You can roll Recognize at a plus 15.
OMG.
She's committing suicide, isn't she?
Quiet.
Oh, yeah.
I make it.
Yes.
He is aged. He has lost. His hair is thinning a little bit, but it is no doubt that this is the fugitive Sir Kay.
Oh man. Well, Arthur's not here for me to tattle to, so I think I'm gonna keep mum about this.
Well, yeah.
Guinevere clearly recognizes him too, and they both have this moment. You know, we're like, oh.
Oh.
But she keeps cool,
He's been there the whole time.
Man, what a place to hide.
I know.
Yeah.
It's very
hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
style.
Gutsy.
So, the queen says, "I need to make arrangements with you." She says, "Sir Gummerit, please,
hey.
please accompany us."
Okay.
And you see a couple of Mordred's knights kind of take a half step forward, like they, kind of, you know,
Yeah, they're trying to get in on
you
it.
know. But you all walk down to the other end of the hall.
Away from those guys.
She, with her back to the knight, she takes Kay's hand.
Oh, my God.
She says, "My good friend, 7 knights guard me here, aside from this knight who is loyal to me.
Oh.
All of the rest are loyal to the traitor Mordred.
Yes.
Please, Order your guards to take them now so that we can resist this tyrant.
Yeah. She's such a badass.
She's a badass.
Kay immediately says, yes, my lady.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
All right, I think
And
I want to more. I think I want to roll my more for her now.
Yeah.
Plus 4 plus 10.
Yep.
So cool.
Yeah. Okay, that was an 18. Damn, I was hoping I would crit.
So close.
It's really close. I have a 16 lustful.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Wait, 16
What?
lustful? And it's a lustful plus 10?
Yeah, so
That's a
26.
26.
So
26.
add 6. I got
Oh, that's
12.
after you added the 6.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Well, you know what? Honestly, I'd be willing to give you a little bit of a boost on that.
I agree.
Since
Yeah,
the,
I agree.
circumstances.
Super
That's
badass.
huge.
right
This
now.
isn't just you kind of
Yeah.
seeing her. This is you
Yeah.
seeing her be a badass.
Right.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
And since you were so close, I say, why not?
I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Lightning.
Yeah, I know.
Now would be a good time for thunder. Anytime. So let's see. On a critical, it is 3d6 plus 8.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dice don't fail me now.
Nope.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Well, it's all right.
God damn.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Good job, Dice.
They failed me.
Good job failing there. That's a 14.
Oh my god. Wow.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. 4d6 plus 8.
Oh,
Oh, yes. Excellent.
Okay.
14 plus...
2.
Okay.
16.
All right.
16.
Fine.
Respectable.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Kay more loudly orders, that the Queen's handmaidens can take her to this, side chamber to freshen up from
Off
the trip.
you go,
Yes.
ladies.
Go ahead this way.
So
Then-
the Knights of Mordred don't recognize Kay?
they don't appear to. No, they're all younger knights.
Yeah, they would know who
They
he
wouldn't
is.
know.
That's so funny.
All
Right.
and so everything appears to be going about its usual business.
All right.
Sir Kay merely gives you a nod, tells you to go,
Yeah.
hang with the other knights. 20 minutes later, over 3 dozen knights crowd into the hall, leveling spears and swords at Mordred's 7 knights.
Oh my god, that's
Well, that's that
amazing.
Kay says, "Good sirs, you are now invited to depart from here or to accept the rest of my hospitality from my dungeon basement."
Yay!
They depart, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
The queen reappears, looking refreshed, and says, "Order the castle stocked with all kinds of arms and food. Consider your men and staff here carefully to send away possible traitors. We will have war soon."
Wow. She's exciting.
Awesome.
She is exciting.
All right.
So Mordred does not waste time when he hears how he was tricked.
I bet not.
He summons armies to his banner. Since many of the knights are away in France, he casts a very wide net and calls men from the savage north and the untamed hills of Cambria, and mercenaries from abroad as well.
Oh, God.
Boogers.
Soon, yes, he summons ogres from Bulgaria.
Blackguards.
Yeah.
Soon, the city of London and the White Tower are invested under siege. And so Sir Gummerit finds himself at the Queen's side as London is laid under siege.
Wow.
You're coming way up.
Yeah.
Skyrocket.
On the
This
fast
is
track,
it.
kid.
Okay.
So you are there with a large faction of knights who are able to ride to the city ahead of Mordred's army.
Good.
So it's well defended and you're well stocked. So, it's kind of just a matter of
Waiting for Arthur to come back.
yes. But yeah, and the cold winds are already blowing in from the north as winter approaches.
Oh, any news of Robert?
Robert did not come to London, but as far as you know, he is not with Mordred's army either.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. So, backwards in time
Yes, to the battle.
Benwick. So, Taurinus and Gommerit sailed with Arthur's forces from the southern port cities.
Yep.
Your landing was not opposed. You seized a small harbor, unloaded the army, and marched inland to the city of Benwick. Forces assembled, engineers hurried to place engines in place and began lobbing stones against the stout walls. Footmen are brought forward and sent against the walls of the walled city, but are repulsed. And mostly as knights, your job is just to kind of wait around and
Until there's an opening.
Until there's an opening, exactly. So the siege drags on. Once again, just like outside Dolorous Guard, Sir Gawain rides up to the front gate, hurling challenges to the defenders.
That's right.
Same old shit.
Insulting their knighthood and manhood.
Nice.
Sure.
Saying whatever he can to make them come out and joust with him. Not for love, but for hate.
Okay.
Damn.
Sir Bors and Sir Lionel both come forth to answer his challenge, so Leander was not the only one to do such a thing. They are both nearly mortally wounded
Oh boy.
in course of combat with him.
Sounds about right.
More knights come out from within the castle every day to challenge Gawain, and every day Gawain wins.
Wow.
The entire summer passes in this manner.
Gosh.
So, yes. Why don't you both roll your honor?
Made it.
Made it.
Who rolled higher?
14.
9.
So, Taurinus, it occurs to you that if Gawain really wants to get Lancelot out of the castle, it would be by calling him a traitor or otherwise denigrating his honor.
Okay.
That's Lancelot's greatest passion, aside from his amour. And if anyone insulted the queen, it would basically be like touching off an atomic bomb. So you don't want to go that far.
A what? Okay, I will tiptoe up to Gawain
Carefully.
very carefully at dusk.
What?
It's covered in the blood of his,
Yeah.
defeated opponent.
Yeah.
Less encrusted like a piece
Defeated
of
opponent number
blackfish.
986.
And provide him with this ingenious strategy.
Yeah.
Hopefully he will take it.
He strokes his braided beard.
Yes.
Blood soaked
Now
beard.
shot through with ample gray. And says, I shall try that on the morrow.
All right.
Thank you, good night.
All right, now we're going to see some action.
Gotta goose these fellas.
Let him over there.
Yeah.
And so Gawain rides out the next morning, accuses Lancelot of treason and dishonor. At this,
go.
Lancelot
Yeah.
appears at the battlements.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes. Whoop.
whoop.
Just pops up.
Like a prairie dog.
Yeah, sniffs the air warily. At this, Lancelot calls for King Arthur, who comes. And Lancelot carefully explains why he is going to come out and fight.
All right.
Oh, please.
So I'm not coming out.
Yeah, I'm not coming out. It's not anything Gawain.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is my honor at stake, so you understand. And Gawain once again tells him to leave off his babbling so that they can come ease their hearts.
Okay, here we go.
So in the joust, they knock each other off horse.
Cool.
The foot duel is long and fierce, since they're both basically auto-critting on every single
Yeah.
roll. And as Gawain gains strength, the battle seems equal. Yet as the sun wanes in the sky, his unnatural strength begins to diminish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lancelot seizes the initiative and gives Gawain such a buffet that he cuts him through his helm and knocks him flat. Then Lancelot turns and walks away.
What?
Gawain, from his prostrate position, says, "Kill me!
Damn it.
Finish this now!
Oh.
Or I will simply recover and come back and kill you."
Yeah.
Lancelot says, "I will never strike a felled knight,"
Oh,
and
jeez.
re-enters the
This guy's
castle.
unbearable.
The siege continues. 3 weeks later, Sir Gawain is back at the gate.
Oh, God.
Where is that traitor? Come on, Sir Lancelot. Let me prove my words.
Oh no.
And so, of course, the T word was uttered.
Yep.
Lancelot comes out again.
His head pops
They
up.
fight all morning. Once again. Once again, Gawain's strength ebbs.
Lancelot deals him a rain.
Well,
Have you heard this before?
this time Lancelot spices it up by saying, "You're a strong man and have done many great deeds, but now it's time for me to do mine." Hits him right on the head, right in the same wound that he dealt him 3 weeks earlier.
Shit.
Gawain is knocked out cold this time, but is not killed.
Damn it.
4 weeks pass.
4 weeks past.
This is like yes. Yes.
All right. So no, in fact, Gawain has been sorely wounded and is not soon apt to recover.
Oh.
Is it a coma?
Is he?
Well, it's not exactly comatose, but
Close.
Dithered?
yeah. So the siege continues. As the cold wind blows in from the north, a small boat arrives in the harbor, which serves as your base of supply. An ice-covered messenger hops off and hurries to the siege camp bearing a dire message from Logris.
Ooh.
And so, with winter closing in, the return to the kingdom will have to wait until next year, but we'll just end off with a montage.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I thought the king was dead.
Oh, he is not.
Yeah.
He is not.
Mordred's a
Schemer.
Yeah.
So in France, King Arthur grieves. His nephew Gawain lies wounded and possibly dying. His army huddles in this foreign land as his nephew and son reigns in Britain and assaults his queen. In Benwick, Sir Lancelot broods. He is safe and warm, his king cold and hungry, and his queen gone forever. In London, Guinevere ponders the great grief and destruction she has wrought, but daily checks the guards and supplies, determined never to surrender to Mordred. And in Camelot, King Mordred warms himself every day in front of a roaring fire, stoked by the shattered pieces of the round table.
Damn!
Oh, man.
Damn, that's harsh!
That's cold.
What a way to finish.
What a little shit.
Death is too good for him.
I know, it is. He's a
All
sufferer
right,
from very-
so that's that.
Yep.
Seriously.
So yes, God, too many L names.
Leander.
Leander, I kept stuck on Lanrak. Leander dying was actually kind of interesting because basically with Leander taking sides with Lancelot, he's going to be under siege in Benwick.
Right.
So you were going to be kind of trapped in the castle anyway at the beginning of next session, and it was going to remain to be seen whether you were even going to be able to make it back in time for the final confrontation. So there was a good chance Desiree was going to have to not, participate next session anyway. So the timing was a little interesting on that, actually, in terms of Leander dying.
It was interesting how my character died. Yeah. That was really fascinating.
Yeah.
Curious. Funny.
Anyway.
I just didn't think Gawain was gonna... Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, on that dour note. Yes.
Indeed, very good game.